Right, let's see if this works today. Okay, the microphone seems to be working. Welcome, part 10 of Rise of the Runelords, book 3. Well, we're getting somewhere. The party's getting advanced and the fights are getting tougher. And we'll see where they are. They're currently trying to find out why the dam was broken and what's going to happen to Turtleback Ferry. Let's find out. So, everyone ready to have finished finding out what's happening at the Skulls Crossing?
I reckon trolls and ogres did it.
Oh,
do you mind sharing the map? Because when I open it, all I get is this giant black map, and no matter which direction I scroll, it's still all black.
I noticed we're back to everybody extra loud and vibraty on Discord today. What fun, eh?
I think that's Discord because I went through and adjusted everybody's volume on my side for the same damn reason.
Everybody, I actually turned Jelsa up because she was too quiet.
I usually end up turning Jelsa's up, yeah.
And I even paid to increase the bandwidth.
Over the years and theater training taught me to, moderate my that and actually radio broadcast because you're only like 6 inches from the mic. Yeah, you don't want to get too loud there.
So hopefully you can see that map.
Have the gems been reset?
Yes, we got all these. Did we kill all the little baby trolls that came out of the nest already?
You certainly did.
Trolls burnt to smithereens.
But there's a door right behind me. Damn it!
What, you're on 2-3?
Oh, what's through these doors? I wonder.
Ouch!
Careful, Sparkle Tips. There might be no bugger.
Yeah,
it looks like a hall.
I thought I heard Ranix and I walked into the room and I almost got jumped. Be careful.
I'm not even sure the GM's broadcasting yet, and Jolsa's already out opening doors. Oh, there's a hallway down here, guys.
Just be careful. There might be more trolls. For that matter, there might be treasure, but let's just be careful, shall we?
Well, it's not the treasure. I'm sure there's more trolls. Let's go find them before they find us.
Rannick is going to listen carefully at that door and then turn to Jelsa and say, "Will you shut up so I can listen?" And then listen again.
And I'm going to cast my deafen, the thing so he can't hear.
This is as bad as Bedlands, where one of the guys decided to stab one of the other players for opening a crate last session. Okay.
He stabbed him for what?
I'm not going to stab him. I'm just going to cast mute around him so he can't hear anything. He'll think he went deaf.
It looks like a little man. It's got 2 feet and 2 stunty little arms. The map, I mean.
I suppose it does.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway.
It's a giant skull. Actually, yeah, hang on. I've split everything out, so I should be able to... I split all the maps up the other day. Side view. Yeah, so if it's basically basically they're skulls. Actually, look at it. I'll show you the side view later, but basically each of those curves is a rather large skull. They're skulls stacked on skulls on a dam that's basically has a sort of skull motif. And if you remember that, there's that image again on its own.
That's why they call it a skull crossing, I think.
Is that a map? Because that's very black, because none of us have got line of sight to it. Aha!
I'm betting that's why.
We're in that little towery bit then.
You are there, yes.
I see.
And it's interesting to note, actually, that although you can't see it on this map I've just shown there, as you can, you probably can't see it from where you are, but obviously there's these really big skulls, but the rest of the dam is made up of smaller skulls, which I shall show you. Well, yeah. So if you happen to go, if you happen to go outside, if I borrow Bert, and send him out through the doors to there, because I think you can all party share, can't you? It's all skulls down there. So anyway, you made a notice list. You made a notice check at that door. You don't hear any noises coming from it, and Jelsa, in the meantime's opened.
There's a hall here. I already told them that, and they said, "Oh no, we're gonna go listen over here."
Since I can't hear anything, I'll open the door.
I'm gonna just put me. I'm just going to super glue my eardrums back together and down volume you. Right. So, Bert is very quiet, but those doors are actually not locked, but they're just exceptionally heavy, and their hinges are old and gritty. You reckon you'll need to have a very strong push to open them. In the meantime, Brannick, you're opening these doors. Okay, the walls of this room are thick with green, ropey fungus that hangs down over several windows, almost like curtains. Several large nests made of the stuff cover the floor.
Well, let's have a search through the nests, and see if there's any loose stuff, because trolls tend to keep stuff in their nests.
You reveal you're searching the area reveals a loose stone near the base of the southern wall that hides a small cache of treasure.
Ooh.
There is a bent gold comb. It's that looks like a behir. What's a behir? I forgot to look that up. I know it's a Pathfinder monster. I mean, I know it's a standard AD&D monster as well. I just can't remember what they look like. Oh, that 8-legged thing. It's like a snake with a dozen legs.
Okay.
But bigger. It can slither like a snake or use its dozen legs to move with considerable speed. It's 40 feet long and weighs about 4,000 pounds, according to D20.
But this is a very small cone version of one.
Yeah, it looks like a behir with its legs comprising the comb's teeth with tiny pearls for eyes. A pair of lacy pink gloves.
And they're still lacy and pink after being kept by trolls. That's impressive.
Well, this is it. They're lacy and pink. They're obviously too small for a treer to wear. They don't appear to show any sign of dirt and smell faintly of lilacs. And a cracked emerald.
Elsa's going to have them on principle, I think.
And a cracked emerald.
In which case I'll say, "Here, Sparkle Tits, I think I found your gloves. They smell flowery."
Bougainvillea.
As I was saying,
what's a troll doing with your gloves?
Strength test to push the doors open.
Are they little tiny gloves? Because I don't think they're mine.
Oh, they're small, they're pink, they're fluffy.
Are they magical gloves?
Now she gets curious and goes over there to see what the hell they're up to.
They got to be gloves. Dirty after being in a troll nest.
Well, I'm going to try to see if they even fit.
Hey, everyone. There's stairs down over here.
Yeah, and there's a hallway over here, and these guys aren't listening to anybody anyway, so don't waste your breath.
Is it possible for us to even hear Bert from all the way through all those doors?
Good question.
Well,
Dondred, what were you occulting?
We should try to find out whether she said the gloves didn't fit her, but I just wondered if they were magical gloves that resized.
I don't know if they fit or not.
The gloves are magical.
Do they fit Jelsa? Are they that small?
Well, I do believe magical gloves change size to fit the wearer. At least they used to.
I believe you're right.
They used to, anyway.
Ooh, then I put one on and I go, oh, look, it fits like a glove.
Ah.
That was Very droll.
Anyway, I was going to go off and investigate the big clunky door opening sound down south. But
Sorry, they're in the party sheet now.
just sheer of curiosity, Rannick, stick your head out the window and look at the other half of the bridge.
All right. Yeah, Stunty, what do those gloves do then? You took a look at them.
Well, they're pink.
Yes, their magical power is their pinkness.
My daughter would have said that's their curse. Curse gloves are
At that comment, Rannick's going to turn around and look at Jelsa and start winking lots. Oh, that's weird. That is. Whoa, Sparkle Tits, will you take them gloves off? That's really annoying. That is.
Definitely missed something there.
Pink to make the boys wink. Have you never heard that?
I didn't hear the comment because obviously everybody's so.
My daughter was like, "Oh no, they're double cursed."
Righty ho. Yes, the gloves were occulted, therefore identified. They are, and I've lost them. They are pink lacy gloves
They're in my inventory
of
because
swimming and climbing. +2 on all athletics, climbing, and swimming checks.
Okay, what kind of utterly camp mage made those?
I say they part of the magic is they never grow dirty and will always smell faintly of lilac.
Okay.
As requested, Rannick will stick his head out the window and have a look around.
Just in case there's an orc army on the other half of the bridge before we go downstairs.
Righto, just in case there's an orc army that we didn't hear, like being all orky and chanty and stuff.
Well,
All right, I'll have a look.
Basically,
Ogre
don't forget
army.
then windows they're not actually windows, are they? That's probably that'll be the hole for the nose, and you have to climb through it, don't you?
Rannick will get his head
Are
through
you
it.
saying that Rannick's sticking out of a nostril?
Yes,
Was-
I will. Rannick will impersonate a piece of snot and stick his head out the nostril, and then pretend that the skull has sucked him back in again after he's had a look.
Okay.
If I need to climb, I will climb with my gloves of swimming and climbing that are not pink and do not smell of lilacs.
Well, indeed. You don't see anything. Problemos.
Orcish army conspicuous by its absence, Stunty.
Does no one want the bent?
I'm just
comb
having a
or
wee
cracked
peek out the
emerald?
front door.
Nobody want to what?
Bent comb or cracked emerald?
Um,
The bent
I'll grab the
gold
bent.
comb with pearl eyes.
I'll take that. I think it'll be a good present for Amico.
Well, they're both in the party sheet, so whoever wants them, steal them.
you're getting ever so much smarter, Rannick.
Well, if I take them to say I'm going to give them to Amico, then you're not going to have a go at me, are you, Sparkle Tip?
Oh. Dondred's opened the final door. The southeastern section of this ancient room has collapsed, leaving a treacherous-looking gap in the wall overhanging the lake far below. It's a nice, easy.
All
way
right,
to
if you
get
shut that
inside.
door, then we don't want to know anymore.
Which reminds me, water phobia is off. Okay, there's a set of stairs leading downwards, which means I do believe I can now show the image I didn't show before, because I don't think this gives anything away. Now you've seen everything, so let's turn off the line of sight and the lighting. So you are currently at the top here.
And the stairs wibbly wobbly all the way down.
Yep, all the way down. It's worse than his bedroom. Righty ho. Okay, so you head down the stairs, the C10 on the expedition deck with the 3 round window. Okay, so you're heading down the stairs, which means I need to go to the final.
Yeah, Stunty, I bet these go under the water on Dam's side. Do you want to go first?
That's cruel. That's very cruel.
Very Rannick, though.
Aye, this is supposed to fail open as well.
Okie dokie. So I'm going to take Rannick and put him at the bottom of the stairs. Then I'm going to take Arena, who will probably... Oh no, her shape changes 50.
I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse. Going down there, and I thought that it might be water, or the fact that in order to get out, I might end up borrowing pink gloves.
Where'd we all go?
Onto a new map, I think.
Yeah, indeedy. You climb. It's a long climb down the stairs, as you saw from that side view. They double back and forth, back and forth. You realise you're walking down deeper and deeper into the dam until you reach the bottom of the stairs, and ahead of you are a set of double doors.
Tell you what, Rainy, it's dead handy you being all like Bernie like that, because I can actually see in colour for a change.
I can't speak this form, but I'll try grinning in response, which might actually.
I'll just poke him and go, yeah, she makes you hot.
Right, keep it down. I'm going to try and listen again, just in case this bugger's behind the door.
Kenny photo media. I forgot to say thank you. Okay, listening. Just trying to decide what you. Oh, actually, I can do that. Might be a bit echoey today. I can't hear it. Oh, there we go.
To be honest, I think that in all likelihood my power's going to end soon anyway, because it's, 5 minutes?
I'll give you 10 rounds.
No, kind. Thank you.
There you are, that's what you can hear. I don't know if you can hear that, but that FX is showing you what you can hear.
I've just turned the volume on FX up. Oh, sounds like water. All right. You might want to stand back, Stunty. Oh, I see you have.
Okay, this cold, damp room features a large pool in the floor, the edges of which are caked with pale yellow slime and fungus. The surface of the pool bears a similar film. Additional carvings of skulls decorate the walls here. To the south, an impressive mound of skulls, mostly from humanoids, lie heaped against the wall, where they partially block large stone double doors.
The fungus is among us.
Step forward, stick my head round the corner so I can see either side, and then pull my head back. Just have a quick look around. Okay, don't think much of the cleaner. This place seems clear. I've watched that water though.
Oh, jeez.
I dare actually move forward now. People are not directly in front of me. I don't want to burn anyone.
Some days I really despair at my mouse controls. I click in just the wrong place every time without fail. Have notice checks, please.
What kind?
Visual notice.
Oh, I saw it.
Depends. Is everyone happy with their notice checks?
I'm good with
Yeah.
mine.
What happened there? My notice check it went horribly high. Notice? I meant stealth. It doesn't matter. Same difference. So interesting. Notice. Let's try that again, shall we? Seeing as I have no idea what the game's playing at my rolls there. 7. Okay, so but notice is a 7. But I imagine the second notice
Was Snooks, yeah.
Snooks. So I'm afraid Snooks doesn't notice the rippling in the water. Dondrad doesn't notice the ripple in the water because he's way at the back anyway, so that's rather in keeping with it. But you do. Okay.
Wait, what about me?
You definitely do.
You definitely do. You got an 18. So Rannick, you see rippling in the water and something bright seems to be rising up out of the water to attack Bert.
To attack Bert? Well, I think I'm going to stab it. Whatever it might be. And say, look out, Bert! Some watery buggers coming after you. Whereas Impaler of Thorns. There we go. Is it, by any chance, a humanoid watery bugger?
Is it by any chance a humanoid watery bugger? Actually, when I click on the type, it will tell me NPC because I've added combat trackers due to an interesting bug that I pointed out. It is an evil humanoid.
Then I will re-roll my attack on the watery bugger. Doesn't help much, but, you know.
Makes you feel better.
It does make me feel better.
It's very strange.
Is any part of him out of the? Is he still submerged, or is he partly out of the water?
Oh, he's mostly in the water.
Is any part of him out of the water?
Oh yeah, he's rising up out of the water. Yes.
Sneak over here behind Rannick. And I'm going to target him, and because of that, I changed places. I should be able to. Okay. So this guy shouldn't have to be selected. Nice thing about magic, it's going to hit. I can see the steam! And then I'm going to duck even further behind Rannick.
Okay, yeah, duck behind Rannick. Okie dokie. So, the creature, I mean, yeah, you'll have to zoom in. You'll have to really zoom in to get a look of him because I don't think I've got any artwork for him.
Is it a skag?
Might be.
He looks like one of those bad guys from He-Man.
It's a bloody water troll.
Okay, it goes to pierce. Its arm braces up out of the water, a trident emerging, and it stabs at Bert. Bert attempts to avoid it, but alas, is caught by the trident, potentially causing a wound.
Sorry, I had some background stuff going on. Let us soak that wound.
He tried to dent you, but did he succeed?
Oh, not even close.
No, definitely not. But basically, it turns the blow aside at the last second. The creature snarls in annoyance and submerges back beneath. Arena.
And if I want to go in after him?
Can you boil him out, Reenie?
I'm really not sure what happens if the fire elemental steps in water. It might be bad for the fire element. But
Probably.
Can't be good for the water.
Can you kind of send out a jet of flame or something? I don't know.
He just heat the
Oh, I mean,
water up.
images, no wonder I couldn't see.
Heat the water to boiling. That'll drive him out.
That's the official image for a fire elemental. That explains why I couldn't work something out. NPCs. I'm trying to look for.
Why isn't that letting me press the run button? Damn it. Maybe if I move that.
Okay, it's only
Yeah,
in this
that's
monster.
it.
That's fine.
Oh, that's not going to be an issue then. Okay, I can't see the bottom until you accept that much of my move. Why can't I see the bottom?
Maybe it's not there.
It's the pile of skulls.
Ah.
Can I move through it / over it?
A mounds of hundreds of skulls to the south must be cleared away before the door to be opened. I think it counts as difficult terrain, I'm going to say.
Okay, so that's what, double my cost of the movement?
Yeah, basically.
So
If
that would actually be 15. In that case, hang on. Just cancel that movement. Would you just thank you?
You'll count it as difficult terrain because it's like trying to walk. You know, they'll slide and move under you as you move, so it'll affect your balance.
Damn. I'm 1 inch short of enough to clear that gap then because of the doubling of the cost.
Well, yeah, it's okay. You just have to stop in the middle of the skulls slowly.
Oh, that's okay then. If I can stop in the middle of the skulls,
Well, you
I'll
can
get
certainly
that part.
stop in the middle. It's just that you can't clear them. Is what I'm trying to say. You're basically standing on scrolls, and here comes the first spam email of the day because YouTube's not nice enough to give you a simple way to block them. There we go. Where were we?
You said these were loose skulls?
Yeah, it's a huge
I can't
pile
move
of
past.
skulls. Hundreds of
If
skulls.
I can't move past it, can I pick one up and lob it at the thing?
Yes. Well, actually, you should be able to see it. It should be submerged beneath the water. Can you all still see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's annoying. It's meant to be invisible.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not visible in the combat jacket. Now it's not visible.
Yeah.
Now it's visible.
So I have to do it manually. Okay. Is it invisible again now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to do it manually. I know
Well,
why.
in that case,
I'll tell you why. Because I put on this.
I'll change my move then.
Sorry.
I'll just go to there. I won't go any further. If I can't see it, there's no point in me trying to cross the skulls. I'll just be stood at the edge looking for it.
This is the downside of putting in this very. I mean, this is an extension that basically means if you walk around a corner, you can have line of sight to a monster. You can see it, but it doesn't work when I want to hide a monster, does it? Typical.
No.
Because, well, not hide it. It's because the idea is it's submerged itself beneath the water again. You see. But
That's me looking for it.
Well, the bugger tried to stab me and then ran away, so I know
I've
he's
got
a
the always
coward.
visible. It's very useful normally, but it's annoying when you don't want to use it, isn't it? It'd be nice to have an option.
It's going to come down here and see a door and open it.
Interesting. You're going to open the door. Okay. Oh, that's not helpful. That's okay, I've just noticed. Oh dear. That's going to be interesting to say the least. Okay, where's the GM map? The GM map Skulls Crossing. Okay, right. I might have to change the description. Oh no, I've put it in the right spot. I just need to put that it's under the pin. Oh, okay. Well, as you can see there, it opens, well, through the doorway there, you can see a chamber with a pool of water in it.
Okay, just another swimming pool.
You know, the water in here doesn't have the yellow scum on it, though, it has to be said.
Oh, it's a clean swimming pool. That's even better.
Indeed.
Snookums just doesn't like the idea of water anywhere, so he's going to come over here and kind of hide behind me.
Okie doke. Alright, second. Oh, Dondred. I've got to take Dondred off hold. Let's deal him in. He rises up out of the water, Rannick, and stabs at you. Hitting.
Well, that's jolly unfair.
Very much so. It shakes you.
I can take that.
He then backs off into the middle of the pond. But hissing slightly. And then actually, well, yeah. Then
I just want to hiss slightly.
I have to be honest, at that point it does a very strange thing. It seems to be sort of enjoying itself, attacking you, and it seems to be forgetting what it's up to, because it suddenly just reaches up and sort of pulls off half its face and throws it to the floor, revealing the bloodied bone from within, where it just starts caressing the bone upon its own face. Rannick.
Has it been ringing the king in yellow?
That is kind of freaky. Okay, well, I think
it's already. You notice already the flesh is starting to grow back.
Yeah, I don't have frenzy still going, do I?
No, and you don't have Slap from Dondred either, do you?
No, I didn't think I had either of them. Right, so I am going to. If he's going to be playing silly beggars like that, I think I need to do something that's going to help with that. So I will pick up first strike, because that seems sensible.
Oh, that's cheeky because you've got a spear.
Isn't it? I've got a spear with reach 2.
Ouch.
And then I will go to the edge of the thing there and stab him.
Okay, so you think he's okay there?
He does, but I've got a very big spear. And I'll have him a reroll because he's a humanoid. Oh well, never mind. That'll do.
His flesh continues to grow back, but
Well, Bert sees that he's out of the water, so he's going to whip out his bow and fire.
okay.
Hey, fire, that's what we need.
Dondred hanging up there is really amusing, actually. He's the only one in heavy armor, isn't he, in the party?
Yep.
Okay, you fire
Yeah,
your brutal
it's across the
bow.
water.
Yeah. The troll doesn't. The creature, this skag, the water troll, doesn't appear to even notice the arrow sticking out of it.
Actually, water's fine. It's not water that I've got an environmental weakness to. So maybe I can. Fun.
Interesting. Is it ice?
I do have an.
Right, well, I suppose we're going to have to get in there, aren't we?
It's cold. I have an
It's
environmental
cold.
weakness.
Interesting. I suppose the idea is you turn. Well, it could be quite interesting if you go in there, I suppose, because it will cause an awful lot of. It will cause an awful lot of steam.
Yeah, everybody ready
And
for a sauna.
if I'm feeling really evil, I could basically make that cause visibility issues. Anyway.
You consider that to be really evil. That's not really evil. That's just mildly. Very really evil. You could say it causes a cloud of scolding.
Well, maybe after a while.
Right, we're going to run into the room and we're going to make Rannick's spear burst into flames.
With the rains.
So
With the rears, which is very nice. As you come clanking down the stairs into the room, the troll turns and looks at all that shiny, heavy metal on you, and you can't help notice it seems to be grinning evilly at you.
That's me.
I don't think it actually tells me how deep. Oh yes, it does. It does tell me how deep the pool is.
How deep is your pool?
Jalsa.
No, it's
It's all completely underwater now.
No, it's exposed at the moment. At the moment, it's grinning at Gondrad's heavy metal armor.
Why is it showing Bert targeting him instead? Or Rannick targeting? There I go.
I'm targeting it.
Oh, that's the wrong. Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. That's the whirlwind, and I wanted to. They've got the same one, so.
Yeah, exactly. What were you trying to cast? Burst.
First.
Yeah. Well, you
Take that roll and just roll the burst damage. Or do you
go
want
for
me
it.
to
That's a
read
hit. The 5's a hit on it. The fireworks hit it again and fizzle as they hit its
Oh, I'm
wet
gonna
flesh.
need the damage one time.
No, because I certainly don't, Rannick.
Right.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I mean, do they all? It all depends on the density, doesn't it?
Cannonball!
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, well that's an interesting choice made there.
Team.
I don't know how well that. I don't know how effective
It was
that
flashy
is.
white.
Yeah.
Hey, the steam is wrecking my hair. Watch it. Flat.
You know, I was worried about I was worried to drown, and now I'm going to get poached.
It's an interesting one.
I like the visual imagery of a fire elemental doing a cannonball into a pool.
Indeed.
The most important thing is how has it reacted?
What's... Well, it'll probably freak out. Okay, so you jump. Assume you're jumping in to attack it. Go for it.
I'll grapple it if I can.
Okay, that'd be opposed athletics.
Is there a reason why I can't go where I tried?
Only because I also could see it where I was targeting it in the first place.
That's fine. If it's just
it's only because it makes it easier for me to move it next round.
That's fine. That's perfectly reasonable reason, and I will indeed make that roll. I'm trying to see, but I've got something in my eye, and it's making it really difficult. There it is.
Okay, so the fire elemental jumps into the water. The water starts
Try that.
The water starts steaming off and filling the room up with a layer of steam. At the same time, you it's athletics, not fighting.
My apologies.
But,
I will.
The same dice.
If it's the same dice, I'm happy to live with it.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'll just make a separate. Oh, he critically fails! You bound him. You have him bound up and instantly. Okay, now don't fire elementals have a damage field?
Any target hit with a fire elemental's bash makes an evasion roll or catches fire for 2d6 damage. I think he's not evaded it.
No, I think he has evaded it, so he is taken.
Yeah, but he's also in the water. It's kind of hard for him to catch fire when he's soaked in water.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
bro-
but
I
he
think-
still takes 11 points of damage from the flames, which basically instantly shakes him. Oh, no,
I am
that's
still
Serena.
shaking.
Sorry, I apologise. It still shakes him 11 points of damage.
Hmm.
yeah, he might not be on fire, but he is kind of being boiled.
He is being parboiled, that's for certain. Okay, a new round begins with Jelsa getting the Joker. How annoying is that?
Is he completely underwater? Well, he's hidden completely by Irina, right?
He's complete, yeah, which is really annoying because I really wanted to do his next action, which was dive, clamber out of the water, grab the dwarf, and throw him into the 15-foot deep pool.
Yeah. Well, the dwarf was going to cast Sanctuary, so you couldn't.
So he is basically he's basically bound by a fire elemental right now.
I'm gonna sneak around and get over here behind Bert now. Or between Bert and Snookums. And that's all I'm gonna do. Because I can't see him for all the steam and stuff.
Yep. Get over there. Rannick.
Let take a moment to focus my fighting abilities. And then take a stab at him. That's it, really. Hold him still, then drag him out of that water. I'm pretty sure water trolls can only regenerate when they're in bloody water. That's water, not water that's covered in blood, because you know what I mean.
Why the second did I apply clouds did it affect my vision on it? That's very strange.
With my dark sight, I shouldn't be bothered by dim illumination because I'm not bothered by illumination things within 10 feet.
It's not. It's not illumination. It's the fact the place is. It's the fact that the place is getting misty and opaque. It's fog.
Right, so but I should also have, if he's bound, +2 to hit because he's bound, which isn't in there.
Well, we were bound to forget something.
So that should be a hit, yes?
It's not picking up the fact he's bound. So no.
Oh, no, I see what's happened. My boost fighting has gone onto him instead of me. If you notice, he's got +2 parry from boost fighting.
Well, that's because you've got him targeted when you applied it. You have.
Yeah.
Try again.
Okay, let's put my boost fighting on then. Where are we? Boost trait. Boost fighting. I'll bloody miss him now, won't I? And I've also got first strike on at the moment. There's that.
Did you put that on him as well?
Okay. Let's try and hit him this time.
No, target him. There we go. Now I want to see if that works.
Got the bugger.
+2. Bound +2.
Oh, and he's vulnerable, so I get a sneak attack on him. Hooray.
Sneaky.
Okay, you inflict 2 wounds on him. He howls in agony and pain.
Now get bugger out of the water, Rene, before he regenerates. And I'm going to back off as far as there. Actually, no, a little bit further than that. I will back off. Since he was eyeing Dondrad up, I'll back off next to Dondrad.
Okay, you've managed to put yourself on the wall. We all know that means you might vanish.
Yeah, we wouldn't want that.
Don of the Drad.
I think he's going to. I think it's all over. But let's wait and see what happens. We'll go on hold.
think he's recovered? He's shaken, rolled. What do you think?
Just a bit.
Try that again. Nope, he is not. He is not breaking loose. He's not breaking loose of
Arena.
Yeah, but basically, the blood is already starting to slow from the spear. Arena.
He can't regenerate wounds from the spear, can he? Because they were fire wounds.
Drag him over here.
Point taker. I forgot it was fast smited.
And I want to...
You don't need him there?
I'm dragging him here.
And that'll be a
And I
plus
want...
strength.
Okie dokie. Ah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Did my arms pass through him?
No, I think he literally just pushes you off or crying out in pain. And basically,
Okay.
unfortunately, you fall and basically, yeah. Oh, it's all the sliminess as well, isn't it? So basically, your fire elemental slips, slides, loses his grip on the troll and falls completely into. Actually, I mean, it's 15 foot deep, so unless you were probably on the bottom anyway, reaching up. So basically, yeah, you probably lose.
Maybe I've fallen on my arse.
Yeah, basically.
Well, that must have created a tidal wave.
But.
Okay, well, he's still on the surface, so Bert's going to fire a fire arrow at him.
He's definitely trying to dump. Oh, I've got another one. He's definitely trying to dive down. Obviously, you're getting to him before he can, of course.
Let's Benny that. Oh, good grief. Luckily, that wasn't an attack roll, right? Yeah, okay, I guess I'm not going to do anything. And Snookum still doesn't want to have anything to do with the water, so...
Fair enough.
Cats like to be clean. That water isn't.
Exactly. Who's on hold? Dondrad's still on hold.
I am on hold.
Because he didn't expect me to fall flat on my arse.
Yes.
Yeah, is he dived under the water? Is he still on the surface? Or is he in the process of diving under the
He's in
water?
the process of diving under the water.
Okay. That we're going to need that for later on. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to shoot an arrow at him.
Hey, go for it. Yeah, miss. Unless you want
Right,
to
and then I'm going to move.
For crying out loud! What is this with the players getting bennies all the time?
Hooray!
That's warning us that you're coming at us in a little bit with something way worse than we got right now.
Right then, well, since you've just given me a Benny, I will regain some power points.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I will spend an extra power point to change the trapping on my power. And I am going to ensnare Grizzle. Rannick will reach into a pouch where he keeps his snares and things and toss one into the water. And I'm going to ensnare Grizzle with a raise in a block of ice. as it will freeze the water around him. So he will bob up to the surface. And let's make it a strong one as well.
With a ruddy raise. Oh, so you're automatically binding him, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's not at all beardy at all. Right, where's
Not
my...
in the slightest.
Enjoy it while it lasts. I know what's coming.
And then, since he's floating on the surface now, because he's bound in ice, I will use my spear to just guide him. So I'll go around there, hook him with my spear, use my spear to guide him to the surface here, and haul the block of ice out onto the side.
No, you can pull it to the side, but you can't use a spear to pull a block of ice out over a lip and the stone, which there clearly is there because you can see the shadow.
I'm going to float it over there, and then I will grab it and pull it up onto the top.
Okay, that'll be straight based.
Yeah, I thought it would.
Eh? Why am I bound?
I don't know. Someone obviously bound you because they're evil.
You're prone as well, apparently.
Prone,
yeah.
I'm supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be bound.
Is that enough to haul him up on the edge?
Yeah, you hold him up on the edge.
Right. All right, folks. Have at him then. Go on, Reenie. Give him an hug.
Fold my arms and shake my head.
All right, then. I thought you could melt ice. Whatever.
Environmental weakness to cold.
Yeah, Tavis knows that. Rannick doesn't.
Right, that's why I took the vigor roll. I'll just get myself out of the water. But,
Okey-dokey.
like I said, fold my arms, shake my head. That ain't happening.
Okay. Jelsa.
So he's on the surface now?
He's a block
He's
of ice.
He's a block of ice on the edge of the walkway.
Well, what I got would just melt the ice, so I'm just going to duck in this room behind Bert and see what this cool.
Gave him ice armor.
Stir the water
Because
around
with
my
ice,
fingers.
he's protected from it.
You guys got it. And I'm going to stir the water around with my hand to see if there's anything in there.
Okay. Actually, that's a good point. So the flooded. You can make a notice check as you're in there.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you reckon right in the middle of that pool, on the very bottom, is the secret door.
Cool. And I got these gloves so I can swim now, but I can't breathe underwater.
Indeed. Gazul attempts to break clear of the ice, but is unable to do so. But
Bert is going to walk across the room here a little ways and shoot his bow at this thing again.
okay, you're small enough to probably get round the edge of the lip without having to worry too much about the skulls. Although there are a few charred skulls all over the place. Okay, you hit the block of ice. Roll for damage.
Was that a fire arrow?
Yeah, it was. I'll try bidding again. I'm just going to burn him up. What the hell, right? Ooh. Oh, wait a second. How come it did another attack?
That's okay, you can roll the damage anyway on that second attack. It will
Everything's glitchy today.
Okay, no damage.
Right not. Schnooks?
Schnookums is going to kind of follow Jelsa into here and just keep an eye on her.
Okie dokie. And last but no means least, Dawn of the Drad.
I'm going to go there. I'm going to push the not so much push. I'm going to drag the ice block towards the staircase. So if it bursts, it's further away from the pool.
Okay.
So I push in reverse.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Now it's out of the water. You can push it because obviously it's a block of ice. But it was getting it over the lip was the hard part, which Rannick did without any problems. So you want to push it to there?
Let's push it into the car. Let's push it in behind us.
Okie dokie.
So it's got nowhere to go if it breaks.
No problem. New round. Did you print? Oh, I think. Yeah. Okay. But gets to go first with a Joker.
Woohoo!
Which is really annoying because I think what happened is you pressed end turn just as I pressed new round. So Grizzle went from having the ace of spades to the 7 of diamonds, but that's my mistake.
Bert is going to walk up here a little closer again and shoot his bow again.
Okay. Go for it.
Maybe with the Joker, I'll actually do some damage. Only if I hit first.
You did hit. You did hit.
Oh, crying out loud. Oh, good grief.
It's obviously not your day, mate. Oh.
Yeah, still only a 10. 10. Hey, I did 1 point better than last time. Mumble, mumble, fuss and cuss.
I'm afraid your fire arrows are basically being blocked by the large amount of ice Rannick put around because he made it strong. The large amount of ice Rannick put around.
Yeah, basically, what Rannick's done is shielded it from the most powerful attacks we've got.
Well, actually, if you happen to notice the monster, it does have an effect on it.
It's got ice armor, has it?
Yeah, you've encased it in a block of ice, so it's a bit harder to hurt.
I'm fine with
that. Because
it's not in the water, which is what I was going for.
Yeah, it couldn't regenerate what you've done to it anyway because it's fire damage. Anyway,
yeah, but since it's all bound and that, I don't think I need to defend myself. So it's wild attack time.
Here we go.
And we can do that again because we can re-roll that.
Hang on, the dim illumination shouldn't be there, so hold fire on that one. Because green has got out the water. There we go. Which means that was a 7 and a 9. A 9 equals 9 variation. I'm trying this one. So the second one was actually a 9, wasn't it? Which still isn't enough.
Yes, it is, because it would have been a roll of 9, then Hunter's Snare adds another 2, makes it 11 against his total parry of 10.
All the rest of the math has been calculated in, except need to eliminate the illumination.
Yeah. So on the line that says Grizzle, Hunter's Snare plus 2 equals 9, parry 8, adamantine, try
that's why I've
plus 1
changed
block.
it to a hit. That's why I've changed it to a hit roll for damage.
Okay, and he is vulnerable, so we'll do that. That'll do.
You wound him. I shall do that. He can't take it if he takes it. That brings us to arena. Interesting. Awesome. Little okey hokey shuffle there from the fire elemental because I pressed the. I still have this inability to kick the ticks in this. prefer the old days where I
Yeah.
could right click and say accept move.
Mm.
I had less issue with that.
I can't really get any closer, so I guess I'll just stand here.
How fire elementals lob things?
What was that?
Oh no, it's bash and no, it's just no, they can't. I was thinking, I thought they could had ranged attacks. They don't. Dawn of the Dread.
Let's get out of people's way for a bit off.
Oh, that annoying gap in the door that means she gets. Oh yes. Oh, so if you put two separate doors on a map, you could actually have the double door effect. Except there's a line in the middle that actually just blocks movement. That's why.
Oh, that ice is quite thick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, because it well, you twist it. That's bad.
Hang on. The bound effect doesn't appear to be kicking in, does it? Look.
Yeah, Hunter's Snare, +2.
Oh, Hunter's
Yeah,
Snare
I think that's because the bound effect ended up on me instead.
No,
No,
it's there. He put a fancy name on it.
Okay.
So I was getting confused. Right, he's getting annoyed. Oh, I've just pressed bigger by mistake, but it's the same. But he ain't getting loose of that. Look at that, a 9, and he's still not getting. I don't think he's getting anywhere, is he? You
Probably
might as well
not.
leave him, you might as well leave him bound up and just have a look at the doors. Jelsa!
Oh, let me look here.
There's 2 lovely doors over there.
So there's I can't get down to the hidden door. They're fighting that thing, but I'm not paying attention. So I'm gonna.
Oh
walk
yeah,
around.
of course you can. It's right there.
Right. Yeah, but I'd have.
You just have to swim. Jump in and have a swim.
Well, I'm not going to yet. I'm just gonna walk around for the moment.
Okay. That's the description for the room. Okay, a new round with the Rannick going first.
Okay, let's keep wild attacking then. And just hack away at him until eventually he falls over dead.
I've lost the will to live. I hope they are and kill it. You hit. You shake it.
I'll go with that.
Back to Josa.
How deep is the water look here?
15 feet, I believe, based on the other room.
Oh, that would take me a couple of rounds to swim it, and they would all get mad at me. So I'm just gonna walk around and see if there's any doors or anything on this end.
Okay, make a notice. Check for walking around the room, searching for secret doors. Okay. You do not find any of secret doors as you walk along that wall. The western wall, that is. Arena.
Put me on hold for now, please.
Okie dokie. That brings us to
That-
Bert.
Can't get past Rannick.
Okay, Bert is going to sheathe his bow, pull out his fire longsword, and step up here again.
Just slowly push it down like it was a certain science fiction movie where their shielding blocks fast attacks but not slow attacks.
Ah, the slow blade punctures the shield.
Indeed.
Card goes to war with a war pug.
I have to admit, actually, when something's bound in a block of ice, how is his trident and the fact he's got the block skill making him harder to hit if you think about it logically? Well, that's the whole point of the +2 vulnerable, the bonus, isn't it? To sort of counteract the fact they've. So he's obviously logically speaking, he's somehow got his arms slightly free. It's the only logical thing I can come up with. Anyway, Schnookums. This thing's ridiculously hard to kill. Ironic thing is, right now, it would just run away if it could, but someone stopped being able to run away.
Schnookums, yeah, makes a running
leaps
jump
across the water.
and leaps across, yeah. And then looks over just like, okay, I'm here now, what?
Okay, Grizzle is no longer shaken. He's going to attempt again to break free. Hold -2 to break free from being on top of all the... Oh, he does! He does indeed. He is only entangled. He is no longer bound.
I think I melted too much of the ice with that last swing. Sorry.
That's okay.
Does that mean your ice armor's gone then?
Yeah. Yeah, because he cracks off an outer layer, and he's basically he grins slightly as the ice starts to crack, revealing weak points in the arm. Dawn of the Dread.
Dawn of the Dread. Right, take this, you get. Oh! Take this, you get.
That's looking more like it.
It's looking good.
Does a 22 hit? Yes, it does. Roll for damage. That long. Oh my word!
He breaks free from the ice just in time to see the sword pin him to the wall.
Indeed. Okay, he is bleeding out.
Best cauterise that wound then.
Yeah, he's going to get back up again.
I'm going to try to communicate to Rannick with gestures that if he doesn't move out the way, me going past is either going to burn him or knock him into the water.
Well, I can't move till it's my turn, so...
But it's your
Okay.
turn.
Oh, it is my turn. Okay, in which case, I will wander past to there. And then, even just in case there's still enough of him that he can crawl back into the water, I will casually stick the flaming spearhead into the hole that Don Brad just made.
Okay. Tokens are unlocked.
Well, I came over here to make sure he wasn't going to get up, but he appears to have evaporated, so I'm assuming that problem's solved.
Yes.
A nice pig sticker, says Rannick, nudging the trident with his toe.
Okay, I lock tokens at this point because Rannick opened the door.
Oh, no,
I
that's supposed to be
move.
Bert. That's supposed to be Bert.
As Bert opens the door, a pool of water sits against the wall to the west of this chamber with a set of steps leading down into it along the pool's east side. Opposite the steps is an alcove in which raises a fantastically detailed scale model of Skulls Crossing. The 5 skulls along the face seem to be actual human skulls, the bone polished to a gleaming sheen.
Well, there's another swimming pool in here, and this one's a little more disturbing, guys.
Oh, aye. What have you got?
So,
Well, Rannick will grab that trident if nobody else is, and then we'll go in to see what Bert's on about.
Okay, I'm intrigued here. Oh, damn it. I've got to update all the ruddy encounters, haven't I? Because, of course, I need to go back and update all the encounters. That's a good thing, because I've fixed all the maps, and now I have to go back and fix the encounters. Because, of course, the monsters...
They're not into this map anymore.
The monsters are being added to the original map, not the new map.
welcome to playtesting.
Indeed, a Rooney. Okay, so Bert wanders in there. Bert wanders in there. He sees the interesting thing. Then he hears sort of a mechanical clanking, and that's when he notices, lumbering towards him, a scorpion-like construct. Off hold, ill card. Yeah. Okay, it gets to go first. It comes moving over towards... Oh, Jesus. Really? I've forgotten about that ability. This could get interesting in a scary way. Okay, there's a special appearance. An entangled enemy. Okay, so he's got to entangle you first. Okay, so... This is horrifying. Okay, so basically the creature comes towards you. It's two pincers coming out towards you. Okay, so let me get straight. Okay, so fear, it causes fear. It's got night vision. It's got a stinger. It's a size 2. It's a massive construct that towers over a man, which is all good and proper. Which means, but it's size 2, so it only fits on one bloody thing. Okay, so it attempts to entangle Bert with one of its claws. Oh shit.
Well, is it attacking or is it entangling? Because then I get to try and not be entangled.
It uses fighting to grapple. It uses its fighting skill to grapple, so you do get a chance to avoid it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so, I'm going to save that Benny.
Okay. Yeah, you really might want to. Okay. Okay. So, unfortunately, you are now bound. The only thing about it is you notice when the claws got you round the torso, after it sort of grabs you, they move up, and you can feel the pincers slowly closing around your neck. They really don't want it to behead you, but that's what it's going to try and do next round. Brannick!
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to move in and see what's going on with Bert.
Kirk!
And go, oh, bugger! Right, well, and we'll get some PowerPoints back. And Rannick will throw one of his snares at the Skull Ripper.
After you make a fear check at -2.
Oh, after I make a fear check at -2. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Rannick will throw one of his snares at the thing that's got Bert in its claws. And I've got enough PowerPoints now that I can entangle it. I'm going to bind it with a raise in a wiry net-like snare that's going to stop it from being able to move. Hooray.
That doesn't stop it having entangled Bert, though, does it?
It doesn't, but it can't move and can't do anything but break free.
Because you bound it. Point taken. Yes. Why Stuckham's bound?
Oh.
What is it with you putting bind on everyone today? Everyone seems to be randomly being bound up. Okay. You've applied...
Obviously, Fancy Grants has gone into bondage mode.
Yeah. Everything I've done so far has been a free action. I would like to make a called shot to the claw that is holding Bert's neck so I can sever it.
It's a construct, so probably not, no. You can probably cause enough damage for it to spring open, yes. I'll allow
I want to damage the limb that is binding Bert, please. What's the penalty for that then?
Well, it's be a small target, won't it? Because it's a limb.
So it's normally -2 for a limb, isn't it?
It is. Called shot limb.
Okay. Right.
Remember, that's terrible English. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Since it's bound, I'm going to go for the wild attack because I kind of really want to make sure that Bert gets free here.
You'll have
And
to
it's
watch the
big, so
video.
hopefully I'll get a bonus for that as well. Let's see how this goes. That'll do. And it's vulnerable. Does it let go of Bert?
Not on a shake, no.
Then we will Benny.
Hang on. No, we'll treat it as disarmed. Let's have a look at the rules for disarm. That's the fair way to do it.
Let's make a strength roll against the damage, I think.
I think it is too. But I think that's the fairest way to do it, isn't it? Because you don't. Otherwise, you have to having to wound. It's ridiculous. Which is my first gun. Opponents try and make a opponent draw on a weapon by making an attack against the limb called shots. If the weapon hits, the attack rolls the damage normally for the item. No raise effects. The defender makes a strength roll equal to the damage or drop the item. Yep, I agree. So let's find out. Let's find its stats. It's make a strength roll, and it needs to beat a 17. Yep. Okay.
So if it lets go of Bert, I'll say, "You're right there, Bert."
Yeah, I'm fine.
And with my last bit of move, I'll step in past Bert so that other people can get in if they're daft enough.
Okay. It's shaken as well. Dondrad.
So is Bert free?
Bert is free. Yeah. I mean, this thing. Yeah, I kid you not. Yeah. Skull Ripper usually uses its claws designed to decapitate foes instead of crushing an opponent. It can use its claws to deal strength plus 3d6 damage to an entangled enemy. The damage is enough to incapacitate the target. His head is torn from his body, which usually results in instant death.
Right, aye, because I was going to push straight to help him escape.
Which is quite
But
scary.
he doesn't need it. So I
Right.
think I'm going to rush in and make myself a target.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to have to run as well, isn't he?
He is. It's quite interesting sound effects from Fiddle Machines. No noises though, I notice.
Are you maintaining smite on panic, by the way?
Yeah, that's yes.
It'll cost you a PowerPoint to maintain it. Get to there, make a fear check at -2, please. As you see,
And
the
then
decapitating construct.
oh,
At least you didn't crit fail, so it's not a terror check. Yep, you make it with this reroll. Obviously, the -3 doesn't affect the phobia, so that's okay. I mean, the you know what I mean, the fear check, the running.
so let's be a bit suicidal about the whole thing. Why not? Eh?
Well, why not indeed?
It's going to be harder to hit because I've run. Look at that. Not today.
Okay. I can't see what's going on over there, and probably with all the doors
You can
closed.
hear what the shouting and stuff.
Well, then I'm gonna come around. Oh, another door. Is this door openable? Oh, I can see right out there. Now, has Irina come into the room at the other end?
I tried a bit ago, but it locked open.
So Rena hadn't moved there yet because obviously Bert went and opened that door. So
Well, I can't really see what's going on in the other room. I still had 2 left. I see Irina, and I tell her, "Hey, Irina, there's another door at the bottom in the pool in the other room." And then I go, "Oh, are they in trouble again?"
But
Okay, Bert. Wow, Bert really doesn't like this thing. It is shaking. So Bert is actually going to step back and shoot this thing with his bow.
go for it. Oh, lovely. It is mechanical, but it is actually covered in corpses.
Ooh, great.
I have no idea why I did that.
If you want to zoom in on it, it is literally, it's a construct and it's covered in dead bodies.
Hmm.
That must stink.
It's getting quite annoying now. I might stop.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
I
I'm
agree.
going to spend this penny.
You appear to be rolling damage against Dundrad.
What is with this thing today? It appears to be targeting through some kind of lucky dip related system.
Hmm.
My arrow says I'm targeting the Ripper.
Yeah, but the attacks were against Dondrad. Okay, yeah, defense 4 because I don't think it's got dodge, which it hasn't. So then you hit with a raise, and then you rolled the damage and got a 5.
Right,
However-
and I'm going to reroll that damage.
Yep.
My name's not even Will. I mean, that'd be okay because everybody fires at Will.
Ooh, I'll give you one for that. I like that.
Oh, good grief. Okay.
This thing's covered in bloody armor stuff. We need to get through it.
Very much so. Schnooks.
It's going to hear that there's a ruckus going on and run. Doot, 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 doot.
Deep, 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 deep. He's a loyal cat, isn't he? Oh, look at
Isn't he,
that.
though?
1 inch gets him to there just to make life easier for you to see what's going on next.
We're going to go ahead and go to there and
That's 12
pounce.
inches. That's 12 inches and activating pounce. Go for it.
But is Snook's going to get there, make a fear check, and run away again?
That's a good point. Yeah, fear check for Snooks because he's got 3 inches of movement left. Yep, he's got 3 inches of movement. He's got 3 pennies. Of
No,
course.
no, no, no. The running won't affect it.
That's
But it was a
very
minus.
true. But it's a -2, so it still fails. But he's got 3
Oh, he
pennies.
does still fail.
Does
Let's
that
go
mean all of
spend
its
one
hair
of
stands
those.
on him?
That fails as well. Do you want another one? What do you think? He must have got it and go,
Nope,
and
he's
go again.
out of there. Whoa, hold on a sec.
Bottle brush tail.
I like that. Snooks
Runs out again.
Yeah, from everyone else's perspective, Snooks goes charging across into the room. You've seen that defiant face of Snooks before. He he's meaning no messing around here. Then all you hear is this wow yowl, and he comes running out again, tail down, fur bristling. Arena is running.
I am going to use logic here, knowing that Jelsa went in the bottom door on the opposite side and came out the top door. I'm going to
Yes.
assume that there's some symmetry going on and that I can do the same here.
Yes.
So,
Don't forget, of course, those lovely skulls will slow you down.
is it going to be quicker to go through the water?
No, not the southern door. This door here.
Yeah,
What?
I know, but this whole area here is covered in skulls. That's why you can't see.
So jump.
Oh, yes, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, jump
That's what I
jump
thought.
across. Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Athletics roll to jump it. Go for it. Actually, hang on. 1 inch plus 1 inch. You don't actually need to make a roll, do you, to jump that distance?
Well, I've
you're
got to
fine
raise anyway.
You got to raise anyway. 9 at that door. You you literally just force the door open, and that gets you to there.
Yeah.
You jump across. Yeah.
And I can open the door when I get there, right?
It should be
Yeah.
open now. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
There you go.
Good stuff.
do that.
It looks impressive. A fire elemental just jumps across the water there. And new round. Let's see what happens. Donald the Dread gets to go first. And obviously, deep in prayer is the dwarf because we can't hear him.
No, he's
Right, I don't know how bad this is going to be. So let's cast Smite on everybody I can see.
Which at the moment is 2 people.
Yes, and myself. So.
But I think I see what he's doing here, because otherwise he wouldn't be casting on Rannick, who's got 4 rounds of Smite left to go.
Oh, you've got Smite already, haven't you?
I've got Smite with a raise on me, but if you're about to put on like 6 points of AP, that would be a really good reason to cast it on Rannick.
I was going to cast Smite on everybody.
Yeah, if you're going to put loads of AP on, then recast on Rannick. That'd be great. Because then I won't need to do a cold shot to avoid its armor.
Yeah, give him. Let's cast Smite on everybody with AP 6.
Go for it. That'll cost you 3 extra power points. Cost Smite with AP 6. Need to put those in, really.
Oh, I was watching that one there. Well, that is a success, isn't it?
Except you said you turned on multi-action for some reason, so that means it will fail. And your phobia
yes, but
and your phobia kicks in.
Yeah, but I forgot to pay. It's actually forget the multi-action pen. I was going to take 2 actions, right? But it's I forgot to press the favoured power, because what I was going to do was I was going to cast Smite and then hit it.
Which is fine, but you still rolled a 3, not a 4.
Right. Okay. So.
There's water here.
Right. Okay. So. Let's have at it again.
That phobia's a real bugger in this dungeon. It has to be said.
What? That's still a fail.
It is because of that stupid water phobia. You could spend an advance to get rid of it, you know.
I know, but where would the fun be in that? Oh! Well, anyway, second action.
Second action.
Is going to be obviously his attack, which is now going to be highly unlikely it's going to hit. But I see you're almost guaranteed to do a multi-action because you don't take the penalty in the first. Right, yeah, Dondrad's flailing about. He's down near the water.
Yeah, so the chittering scorpion-shaped monstrosity appears to be made of a hideous mix of chitinous limbs and human skulls.
I'm going to move that far first, just so I can see, because at the moment I've got no line of sight.
That's fine. That's Thanks. 1 inch.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh dear. Oh dear. As you walk past the model of the dam, the thing suddenly just focuses purely on you.
Well, that's good for everybody else. Not so good for me. I still intend to hit it really hard.
Okie dokie.
If you don't agree with Snooks and run away.
Yep. You got to make a fear check at -2 first, which is spirit.
Okay.
Yep, you're absolutely fine. No, fine's not necessarily the right word, but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
Do
Um,
let's put on the magical machine rumble, because that's not the same as that annoying eerie music.
I just need to check what my attack actually do. Oh, that's not right then.
I can't actually hear any magical rumbles.
What was that? That was pathetic. The strength level. Oh,
Yeah, but your bound target has now got to make an evasion roll or it catches fire.
that's true.
And it can't make an evasion roll because it can't move.
Well, I guess then it's on fire. So that's something. At least I've set it on fire.
Spit elemental fire. Okay. That brings us to Rannick.
Right, Runnick wants to, do a Corporal Jones on it because he wants to find a spot that's unarmoured because they don't like it up them.
Thing is, it's a construct, and so it is constructed of armour. I was thinking.
So it doesn't have any unarmoured bits.
It does no, because of its very nature, it is made of, as I said there, it is it's made of chitinous limbs and human skulls. Its very integral part of it is the fact that it's made of corpses, if that makes sense. Unfortunately.
Fair enough. In that case, let's take us down to 0 power points.
Are you going to maintain your boost fighting?
Yeah, I will.
Because that will cost you a power
That's
point.
right. Yes, it will. I'm now down to 0 because I'm going to put in Frenzy as well.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
Just can't find Frenzy at the moment.
I was just checking because you said it. I checked up and looked at it, and yeah, a cold shot to find an unarmored location is perfectly reasonable, except I would say on something that's basically a construct. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's fine. So instead of that, I'll hit it twice.
Fine by me. Fine by me. Hit it twice, sir.
Okay, and because it's vulnerable, damage roll number 1 is a wound, and damage roll number 2 is a wound. That'll do.
Okay, that's fine by me. 2 Benny's gone.
I think I'm cracking it just a little bit. Bloody hell.
But actually, in all fairness, Snookums can come back and fight it. He's just obviously got you know what I mean? It was funny to have him run out of the room, but actually,
Well, it was one of those. Yeah, it was one of those. Oh my god!
Yeah, exactly.
Bert is going to spend conviction.
Oh, good call. Bert spends a conviction. You'll need to come up with a clearer icon than that one, but anyway. That's a hit with a raise. With your longbow, brutal longbow. I think you might be hitting it here. Yeah, that's a wound. I have to spend my last penny on that. Yeah, he soaks it, but that's there are definite cracks appearing in the armor.
That's kind of what that was. Bert's gotten kind of tired of all this plinky bouncy thing. So
plinky bouncy. Can you actually, out of interest, is one of your arcane abilities not AP?
No, phase is the closest I get.
Phase is awesome, isn't it? I love that. That's really cool. Oh, just basically let the arrow phase through this solid wall and then hit the target. Schnookums is basically obviously not too happy, but is on its way back.
Phase through a team member or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Snookums actually really doesn't want to fight this thing, so he's going to kind of come in the door and poke his head around the corners. Is it over yet?
Isn't it? It's very much that sort of. Right. Okay. That means it's the Skull Ripper next. Unfortunately, well, unfortunately, depending on your point. Well, fortunately, and probably on everyone else's point of view, but unfortunately for Arena, she seems to be the sole focus of its ire now. However,
it's a shame it's bound and can't attack her.
Oh, shush you.
So it's glaring at me. Okay.
It broke free. Obviously, it didn't.
Is it going to put the fire out?
Obviously, it didn't really break free. I'm just being a dick. The far, well, yeah. Okay. But it is definitely glaring at Arena. Okay, Jelsa.
Okay, they're in there. I can hear what's going on. I saw Snookums come tearing out, which isn't like. So let me see if I can just take my regular pace and get in the door to see what's happening.
You certainly can. And then then you get to make a spirit. Your regular pace is 7 now.
My regular pace is 7. Or wait, 5. Never mind, I should have.
This gets you to there. You'll have to run if you want to run. You'll have to do a
Wait,
Snooks running.
I had fleet-footed. That should have.
Yeah, your regular pace is 7.
Yeah, your regular pace is 7. Yeah, I apologise.
Why isn't it showing up?
Because it's fleet-footed, isn't it? It only shows up when you run.
Oh, I'm gonna Benny that. I'll Benny it one more time before I run.
Interesting, actually. No, it should show you a pace of 5, which is wrong, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fleet-footed can also increase the running die as well.
It should do. So I don't know why it's not working. Oh, probably because I rolled it rather than Jelsa rolled it.
No, I failed.
Okay.
Snooks.
Yeah. You can. Yeah.
Or
Straight
Duck kind of looks
spoiler,
over his
dice are
shoulder
broken
with "They
today."
told you so" look.
Okay. Do you want to try hitting the run die out of interest, please, Jelsa? Before you end your turn. That's not working, is it?
It's not adding it at all, and it had up to this session. Maybe if I remove it and drop it in again.
Yeah, give that a try. Okay, new round. Let's look into that one. Dawn of the Dread is going first.
Right, and my Snookums here is actually biting my elbow. Get off! Right, okay. Yeah, I'm going to try and I might as well try it again. I'm going to target myself
That didn't
and
fix it.
Rannick and Bert, and we're going to cast Smite
No, it increased
with
my run die,
AP6.
but it didn't increase my pay.
Okay, I don't know why, but we'll... Oh, because you're encumbered.
I shouldn't be encumbered. I'll have to go through my inventory at the end of the session.
Yeah.
Got to press it again.
Those lacy pink gloves weigh a freaking pound. I might throw them in the water.
Do they really? That doesn't... Do they really?
That's what it's saying. It's got a weight of 1. That puts me just over.
That doesn't make sense. Take the pound off. That doesn't make sense. I'll concede that one. I'll fix that. That's a bug.
fighting shouldn't be about to expire because I continued it last round for 5 rounds.
You know why? Because you keyed it in wrong, haven't you?
Have I keyed it in as 1, have I? Bugger.
You keyed it in the module you gave me. You keyed it in as 1.
Yeah, I need to update that. Okay, let's smack him twice again.
Right. Pink gloves wait, and encounters need fixing because I changed the maps. It's really it's real pain in the bum updating these modules because I've just built them all with swell, so I actually have to have I've got a virtual machine running a version of Fantasy Grounds that if I ever make the mistake of clicking update, I'm stuffed.
Well, I hope the bugger's not hardy because that's as much as I'm doing this round.
You shake him. Okay, so first time you shake him, and then the second time you wound him.
I made a bloody hole.
Okay, he is no longer shaken. He's going to attempt to break free, which he fails.
And he's on fire.
And he's on fire.
And I failed my fear check last time, so I've got to leave the room, right?
No. You don't. You've got to try. I got it wrong. You did because obviously you didn't critically fail, so it's not a terror check. It was a bit of dramatic license on our part for Schnooks. Basically, until this thing's around, you've got a trait. You got a trait -1 penalty due to fear, which I've already keyed in for you.
Well, I see the big ugly thing. I'm gonna have to spend selective because there's no way to miss these guys.
Go for it. In fact, I've just realised the Infernal Engines thing I was playing was for another encounter, not for this creature. There we go.
And with that, I'm gonna back the hell out because if my fire don't work, it's like, oh no, not for me.
I'm out of here.
There's another cool door underwater over here as I'm running out.
But your conviction is about to expire, but you have no biddies left, so you may make the most of it while it's still running.
Yeah, what you need, Jelsa, is Arcane Trickster 3, and then you get your sneak attack damage on spells.
Oh, that's nice. What you really, actually, but what Bert really needs is the fire elemental to somehow be supportive and spend a penny. I don't know. Over to you, Bert. It's all gone very quiet. Am I talking to myself?
I'm here.
I'm here.
You know what. I'm going to have to put the Bert on hold. Hopefully that means his conviction doesn't run out, which it did.
It did, yeah.
So we can do that. Oh, Marina. I thought that sound effect was because I'd moved on to you and it sounded like you were. I thought that's really rather cool. Sounds like your flames. I'm not going to ask why you were targeting Jelsa there, but anyway, over to you.
Honestly, it's gone nuts.
You gonna bash it?
Yeah, I'm gonna bash it. Can you put me on a wild attack, please?
I would be happy to do so.
Thank you very kindly.
There you go. I have to say, today's fights have been very dull for me. Oh, here comes a monster. Snare it.
Yep, that's the job.
Hit with raise. Roll for damage. I'm just looking forward to the fight with the Mystic Monks. I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm going to Benny that damage.
Sorry, the Mystic Rogue Monks.
Right.
Well, I suppose snare it is I'll change to blind it. Yeah, yes, you blind it.
You didn't put my raise die on,
Yeah, I know, don't worry. Okay, so your first attack was an 11, which didn't do any damage. Your second attack was an 8, which didn't do any damage. It's going to be, I don't know why it's not doing it, but it's going to be something to do with the shape changing, I'm sure. Just to be interesting. Bert requests interrupt. Off you go, Bert. Technically, your conviction's running out. Oh, yeah, good. It is going to run out. So.
Yeah. I don't have any bennies, so it is going to run out. So let's just go ahead and shoot him again.
Go for it. That's a hit with a raise. Go for it. Lovely conviction. Oh, look at those dice roll. That's a wound. That's a wound. That's a definite wound upon this creature. More cracks are appearing in its chitinous hide. And it seems more and more agitated.
Now that it's definitely not looking at Snookums, he will go ahead and come on in here and try and whack this thing from the back. This will be a pounce.
A pounce it is. Oops. A pound it most certainly is. Ooh. Never noticed that before. I can put on secret effects. Whoa. I've noticed the GM option.
Target.
Well, I don't think it's whether you forget or not anymore. It just doesn't necessarily work, does it? And you get a gang up bonus of 2 on each of those. That's an 8 and a 7. So they both hit. $13 just doesn't do anything. And your second attack?
That should be. It was a wild attack. That should be in a 15. I'm not sure where.
Yeah,
I forgot
okay. No, I turned on pounds, so it should have done damage plus 2. It obviously just nothing. Obviously, NPCs are broken these days. Well, that's a wound. And your second attack. Just put a plus 2 in manually. I could always do it afterwards if you didn't. A 13, that won't do anything. He has 2 bennies left.
I was gonna say, let's spend a benny on that.
Okay, go for it.
Bother. Okay,
Yeah, but,
never mind.
Oh no, you put the plus 2 in this time. That's annoying, isn't it? He's still got a benny left. Okay, new round. I really could do with Skull Ripper getting the Joker. Ha ha! No, I needed that roll for him to escape. That's interesting. He should have escaped last round. Oh no, he shouldn't, because it was ignored. Okay, I'm going to spend that Joker to try and escape. Interesting. Okay, he got a Joker bonus, but the Hunter's Snap. The -2, he is no longer bound.
But he didn't get a raise, so he's still entangled.
Yes, I am aware of that.
Still on fire.
And he's still on fire, but he does. Yeah, but he does get to Sting Arena because now he's not bound. He can act. It doesn't do anything, and he's still on fire.
But he didn't do a multi-action to break free and attack.
Construct doesn't necessarily have to, does he? You don't know what his stats are.
Which is true. Maybe you can multi-action.
Indeed. Rannick.
Oh, I'm going to stab him twice then. Here, you leave Rini alone. Don't you stick your thingy into her flamey bits. That's rude.
One hit with a raise, 1 miss.
Shaking him's good enough.
He is shaken. Brings us to Bert, who no longer has his conviction. Alas.
So how many wounds does this thing have? It has 3 wounds. Yeah, okay. We'll just go ahead and shoot it again. Ha!
That's a hit. Roll that damage.
Lots of explosions. Come on. Here we go. There we go.
Oh, that was a 4 until the last second. But it's still a wound because you got AP1 from the bow. There we go. Oh, and just in time, actually, because Reedy's about to become herself again.
Hmm.
There we go. Oops. Let's try
Probably
that.
a little smaller than that.
Let's try that again after remembering to change your size. Never remember which one it is. It's that one. Space. Bink. There we go. Tokens are unlocked. Okay. So you have. Okay. So now everything's out of the way. Okay.
See? Chill out. It's not that bad. No, we're kind of a bit underground. Maybe you should just, pray louder or something.
Okay, so what I need to do is get rid of the Sphere of Schnuckums, the Sphere of Jelsa, the SWAT of Rini, and for all intents and purposes, your powers will, you know what I mean, fade before you need them again, potentially. Okay, there we go. You also have unlocked the tokens. Actually, Reedy, you can make an occult roll while you're there, looking at because you're right next to the dam, the model
Well, I
of the
was
dam.
about to say, did you say there was a model of the dam that it was going to keep me away from? I want to have a close look
As
at
soon
that.
as you approached the model of the dam, it seemed it basically became solely focused on you, yes. Would you like to make an occult roll, please?
Very suspicious.
Okay, you deduce using as you look at the dam with your occult knowledge that this is more than just a model of the dam. It is in fact how the dam is controlled. You notice that each of the skulls reveal jaws. The examination skulls reveal jaws of each that can be pulled down like levers to reveal tubes leading into the wall. The whole model radiates strong transmutation magic. I can stop that now.
So can I use this to repair the damage that's been done?
Okay, however, I haven't finished yet. What you determine is that for some the power source for the dam seems to have waned to the point where the device no longer functions.
Oh.
Somebody's going to have to go into that other pool room and swim down at the bottom, fix the doodah, and then we'll come back here and reset the controls.
Or you might have to do something about the pile of skulls.
Bagsy not doing it.
What doodah?
Yeah, there's a Jelsa was saying there's a hatch in the floor next door.
Well, it's underneath the pool, but
Judging from the model of the dam, the power source is to be found to the south of the chamber Jelsa is currently in.
Where is it? Let me zoom out.
So it's
That's not where the power source is. The power source should be that
over the skulls.
Yeah,
Yes.
over the skull.
And to try and make one of the skulls, open and close its mouth, and well, can't we just do this? What do you think of it so far? Rubbish.
Right, you cannot open the doors until you clear the skulls.
Oh,
just push them all into the
start
pool.
throwing them in the pool.
That's not a problem. You could certainly do so. The mound of hundreds of skulls must be cleared away. A task that would take one person 10 minutes to accomplish. So for you lot,
Well, it looks like there's 3, so
only takes you guys 2 minutes, as far as I'm concerned. And then you open the doors to the south. Okay, here we go.
Well, while they're doing that, Rannick is opening and closing the mouths on the skulls. Just to see
in that case, I'll have stopped you. I tried to slap your hand away when you went for it. Don't break it. We won't be able to fix the problem if you break it.
The narrow chamber ends in 2 curved alcoves, one to the east and one to the west. Each alcove is enclosed by a dull iron portcullis A winch next to each provides a way to raise or lower the gates. Beyond each portcullis, a circle of runes glows with a faint orange light on the floor. Inside the circle to the west is a pile of crimson ash, while inside the circle to the east is curled what appears to be a long dead devil, its flesh taut and dry upon its bones.
Rannick's going to go and grab the trident from the dead skag before he follows him into that room.
I know how the dam's powered. It's by an infernal combustion engine.
Ow.
Ooh.
That's brilliant and painful.
They are infernal engines. Okay, Donjad, as you enter the dead devil in the Eastern magic circle, rouses from its torpor and reaches for you, gasping in a royal whisper for freedom. He begs that you dispel the magic of the circle that traps him, or barring that, destroy the runes so he may escape.
It's George Michael.
So you, in the meantime, want to nab the
Skag's trident.
Skag's ball. Also, while I remember, Rannick, you were fiddling with the. Did you get? You were fiddling with the mouse, weren't you? Make a notice.
I was
check.
going to. Irina
Okay,
slapped my hand.
Irina and Rannick make notice checks.
Okay. I'm sure we could just pull it and then pull them out and it'd be fine.
Okay, both of you, well, as you're slapping him, you both notice a glow of a glow of pale lavender from a crack in the model. When you look down, there appears to be a pale lavender ellipsoid-shaped stone.
Now, I'm going to pretend Rannick doesn't know what that is, but Irina could probably know what that is. I would expect with an occult roll.
Of a cult roll, she'll probably. She does indeed. It is, and I've never really worked out how to pronounce this one. You know.
I'm pretty sure it's ion stone.
Yeah, I've always thought it was ion stone. Yeah. A iron stone. It's a pale lavender ellipsoid. This crystalline stone floats in the air within 3 feet of the owner, and it circles you basically like a little orbiting moon when activated. The powers of each stone varies and depends upon their colour. This particular stone, a pale lavender ellipsoid, absorbs 6 power points of spells as a rub of absorption. In other words, I think basically if you're targeted with a spell, it absorbs the power points. I think basically you can then use it back later. As you put it in.
No, my understanding is it basically just absorbs the spells,
Yeah, I
but it
think
has
it
to be
just
individual targeted, not area spells.
Yeah, that's my understanding. I will check. I was going to check the rules for it later on, yes. In the meantime...
What's that glowy thing, Rini? Okay, I'll not touch it. There's a glowy thing.
It's all right. I'll pass him the glowy thing and explain what it is.
Okay, here from Griswold is his trident. Okay, there is the trident and the Bjorny stone. Okay, back to this floodgate control area. So, yeah, basically all you've got to do, can I have the cult rolls from anyone who happens to want to sort of look at the fiend, the devil.
Do it unskilled.
Cleric.
It's a pit fiend.
Yeah, I think the cleric
Pit
definitely
fiend,
got that.
which is the non-copyright way of calling it a Balrog. It does no longer look like it. No longer looks like a Balrog. So it begs for you to free it by dispelling or destroying this magic circle.
Was it the power source?
Yeah, it summons its friend, who summons its friend, who summons itself. The friend, and that's why we have Balrog particle fusion physics. You get the
Okay,
drift.
so bearing in mind, so basically there is a pit fiend. Oh yeah, where is it? Floodgate controls. Oh, that's the Skull Ripper. The infernal engines. Infernal engine. Oh yeah, here we go. I love the way. I love the artwork of this because I really don't think it looks that. I don't. But that gives you the idea. There you go.
Yeah, sparkle tits. I think this this thing here, it goes with your gloves.
What is it?
Well,
I predict it already.
Rini says it's a floaty stone. If you put it in the right place, and I'm not sure where that is, it like goes round your head and stuff. It almost matches your hair.
Well, actually, you don't think it clashes? I mean, it's more purple than pink.
Well, here's the thing: there's only one demon, and I take it the other circle's empty.
No, you could ask. Well, I mean, let's face it. You do have a captive audience if you want to find out anything.
Why is the machine not working?
Well, there are two magic circles, and one contains a pile of crimson dust. The other one contains a very weak-looking pit fiend.
So what is the crimson dust?
I'm going to examine the circle with the dust in it.
I'm just reading here. Dead. Okay. Well, basically, yeah. So, as his torpy begs to dispel. Okay. Just take advantage of it. Okay. I will answer your questions if you promise to release me.
What, sorry?
The pit fiend says, I will answer your questions if you promise to release me.
But if we release you, will you kill us?
Okay, NPCs. It's a devil, isn't it? Evil outsider, pit fiend. I can't remember if devils. I think devils in Pathfinder are lawful evil, aren't they? And demons are chaotic evil. If I am able to, if you dispel the magic, if you dispel the magic of this circle, or destroy the wounds so it can never be used again, I will leave this realm and begin the 10,000 years of healing.
Let's see what Dondrad is like at the moment.
No, I'm not interested. Me and Irina wanted to know what the crimson dust was.
Well,
no, I wanted to examine the circle the crimson dust was in.
Yeah,
it's magic. It's a magic circle. Yes, it's obviously this magic circle is the two circles appear identical, and it obviously is basically a summoning circle, and therefore is trapped that pit fiend inside the circle.
I'm going to ask him, when did that happen? Pointing at the dust.
If you promise to release me, I will answer your questions.
I'll promise that once you've answered your questions, you will not be bothered by being trapped in there again.
I'm going to argue in its weakened state. It's not going to realise what you're saying there. That was, and it then says a bunch of unrepeatable by the human tongue syllables. He was consumed the last time the floodgates opened.
When was that?
I do not know. Once you've been trapped in this circle for over a millennia, you start to lose track of time.
A crazy pit fiend.
So hang on. blokey with far too many consonants in his name turned to dust last time the floodgates opened?
Indeed.
Why?
For the past that this was used in a past age as an engine to power the floodgates. I can sense the shape of the dam around me, and I feel the gates open when they do. I know the gates open automatically when the water rises high enough, and I can even feel those waters rising now. Not sure he's all
Right.
there.
So why aren't
I
gates
feel
open?
the circle tugging at the last shards of my spirit for days, if not weeks now. But alas, two living creatures must be within the circles to power the dam.
Can I get in the circle?
You can enter the circle, but you must release me first, for I am not sure if I can survive any more.
Says Rannick.
Any more life draining.
Rannick will put his hand on Donrad's shoulder and stop him and say, Rini, can you get like something out of your bag and chuck it in there?
Oh,
Hang on, why can't I just jump in the circle?
Well,
I mean-
because if it's going to like use you to, you don't want to turn it to a pile of ash, but Rini's got that bag with
There is a lever on either side to raise the portcullises. So if you want to raise the portcullis and step into the circle, Donjad, you most certainly can.
I can't get anyone out the bag. It's not recharged yet.
Oh, bugger.
Right, well, okay, there you go. That narrows it down. It'll be me to step into the circle.
So you're stepping into the circle.
Because look on the bright side. Listen,
Hold on.
what would you rather do? Would you rather drown, right? Which is not really a good thing to happen. Or would you, if you're going to die, you might as well go out and do something sensible.
We
Die
can't
on
hear
your feet.
you.
Okay. The pit fiend cries out in shock and horror as Dondrad steps into the other circle willingly. Instantly, with two live creatures within the magical circles, the magic of the dam activates. The pit fiend cries out in agony and pain as he crumbles to crimson dust. And Dondrad,
Well-
you lose some vigor.
We'll look at the pile of dust and say, told you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what then happens is basically it happens automatically. You don't even need to do it. But if anyone happened to see the controls, they would see all of the skull mouths opening and the water pouring forth from the higher level of the dam into the lower level of the dam. Unlike before, when basically the water cascaded over the top and everything else, this is much more controlled release, and therefore the water level lowers itself slowly. The water pours down the river valley. It will not cause any problems or flooding at Turtle Ferry, but this is what the dam was designed to do, to basically let off the excess water. Okay.
You all right?
So we just saved the dam, and we made sure it's not going to flood no more.
Well, you've saved the. I can turn off the infernal engines now. So excuse me a second. So yeah. Also, Dodger, there doesn't appear to be anything keeping you stuck within the circle, for you were not summoned to be held in the circle, and therefore you could walk out freely if you so wish.
To be honest, I didn't think. I thought for a second that was going to kill me, but so be it. So be it.
Your vigor dice dropped by one die type.
Is that permanent drop?
It depends.
Oh. Could be. Right.
So, obviously, so basically, congratulations, you have saved Turtle Ferry, and you've also worked out how the dam works.
Well, I guess we're going to have to...
Well, it did work. It's not going to work now.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Do you reckon it would work if, like, I don't know, they put a sheep in there or something?
What do I think?
Yes. Yeah, obviously something like an animal. Putting animal. Yeah, anything can be, any living creature can be placed within those 2 magic circles where the time is required, and it will drain them, i.e. kill
So
them.
we basically need to tell people that when they need that opening, they need to do animal sacrifice.
Basically, yeah.
Lovely. Okay, well, I guess we need to pass that on.
Either that, or they need to summon a demon.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's not the safest option. Although they could, I suppose, save it as a penalty for prisoners.
Oh, that's harsh. That's cold.
It has to be said, Dondrad's still standing.
Well, we need to get Dondra down.
No,
He's not.
He looks a little drained of energy and everything else. But congratulations, for you have saved Skull's Crossing, and after all the dramatic events in Skull's Crossing, it gives me great pleasure to do this.
Yeah, it's a little disconcerting that Dondrad is quite happily to walk in and nearly kill himself, but he's too casual about it. He's not quite right in the head.
Okay.
Yeah,
obviously,
I'm
you're
not
going
sure I
to. You can
understand.
obviously you can explore this place at your leisure and everything else, as it were, because there's no longer threats in it. But at the end of the day, Dondrad, you need to make a vigor roll. So please make that now.
Da, da, da.
You recover. Basically, after a good night's rest, you recover your lost vigor.
That's good.
You fail the roll. It's perfect.
Okay, but exploring here, but don't we got a body we gotta find for, this was just a stop on the way to, we have a list here to attend to.
I've lost track. I've been so many.
Yeah, we need to go to Hook Mountain, but
Yeah, we need to go and get the boyfriend.
yeah.
Well, up in Hook Mountain, I mean, I think that's where the orcs don't live here, right? There's no beds or anything like that. So where did they all come from?
It looked like this was it looked like the trolls were living here, but the ogres came here from somewhere else.
Aye. So their camp must have been up in Hook Mountain. But we need to go up there anyway because we've got to find the captain of the guard and take his a part of his body back to the forest.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the Fae's not happy.
Okay, so there we are. I have put in the Hook Mountain region map, and that's where the party is at the Skulls Crossing. And you reckon that's where you need to head to, Hook Mountain?
I think we need to rest for the night before we start that. I mean, Rannick's not bothered. He only needs 2 hours sleep a night with his ring of sustenance on, but you lot probably need a rest.
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone need to
Well,
sort out their advances?
Rannick's taken a vigor increase, so he's slightly tougher than he was.
Can I take extra power points, please? Okay. Guess I've been muted then.
You can take power points because you've not taken them yet at this rank.
Okay, cool. I shall do that then. Because with my extra big spells, I'm finding myself in need of those.
I remember the good old days where I could walk out of the room and answer questions and you could still hear me, but for some reason that doesn't work anymore.
It's all right. Half the night I've heard Tavis from upstairs saying stuff and it's not come through on the screen.
Okay, so Dondrad's got to work out in advance. Bert's got to work out advance. No one had planned advances for this level.
Excuse you.
I didn't. I don't.
Yeah,
think
I didn't.
Excuse you. Bert's advance is done.
Sorry, normally it tells me what you get as an advance.
Well, it was a stat increase, so
Oh, maybe that's why it doesn't tell me. Yeah, it probably only tells you when they're linked, doesn't it? I suspect.
Is that 9 or 10 advances?
That should be the 10th advance.
Yeah, number 10.
Okay, it's saying that I took PowerPoints, but it didn't add to my PowerPoints, and I wasn't sure that's what I was going to do anyway.
That's only because you haven't dragged the links in. You've just said it, so you just need to manually increase your PowerPoints.
Okay. How much longer are we going to continue this after we do the? How much longer are we going to be continuing in this game with these characters? It makes a difference as to what I choose here.
I think there's 3 more books.
There's 3 more books. This is halfway. At the end of this adventure, you're halfway through the campaign.
Quite a while.
Jesus, we'll be demigods by the time we get through here.
You'll be legendary by the end. Because the original Pathfinder took the characters from level 1 to level 20, I think, and that's basically what this does. You start at novice, and at the end, you're all legendary characters.
Because I took the Artificer Edge, but there's another power that I need before I can do it what I want with it. But I need to read up on it a bit, so I'm going to remove that for right now.
I think book 6 has finally been released to the store. Took them a long time.
And I'll have to think about it this week. And I want to consult with Tabbas because him and I were talking about it, and he pointed out a few things to me. He knows it better than I do, so.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see where the last advance comes from. Oh, I can't remember. I'll have to find it later. Get rid of book 6. You're only on book 3. Okay, right. A good night's sleep is had by all, which basically doesn't do anything for you guys, does it? Ha ha ha. Well, you can head on out. The great rains are still continuing. But as you head up into the mountains, it will turn to driving snow as winter comes with a fury upon the hook. Autumn is a forgotten dream as cutting wind lances through wool and leather, and treacherous ice crawls along the mountainside. Life is cruel and short on the hook, more now than ever as winter sinks her teeth into the crags and near the twisted peak of the notorious mountain. You basically, the forges of the Krieg Ogres ring out with renewed vigour. They may have lost Fort Rannick, but their anger lives on. There we go. A cool introduction to the part 5 of book 3. So, anyway.
I'm changing my advance. I'm not going to do bigger. Not yet.
Oops, hang on. I need to do that. So it's 10. How many miles do you reckon? How many miles can you do in a day? Do you think? I'm sure they said.
Depends on the terrain. I mean, Rannick and Bert have wilderness strides, so we could probably go quicker than everybody else. No, so does Arena. So we could go quicker than the others, and the others, Dondrad's got a lower pace anyway.
You can walk 24 miles in an 8-hour day. Obviously, that's on level ground. So if you do 24 miles in an 8-hour day, I'm going to say that basically with this lot of the party, 10, basically 12. So after 8 hours, you're halfway there, I'd say. That's where you'll probably camp this night, isn't it? Okay, that's the first night. Okay, that's your camping for the second night. And then the next day you can move on again. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's going to... second day gets you to there. You're not even at the point yet, I'm afraid to say. But the night passes uneventfully. And on the third day of travelling, you reach your destination. As you finally crest the last craggy outcrop, about half a mile away from Hook Mountain's 10,000-foot high peak, you find a gaping cave belching forth foul black smoke. The entrance looks out over a wide ledge of wind-swept stone, while chambers within See, you can hear sort of noises coming from the chambers within.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't look
Kind of
pleasant
noises.
at all.
I'm sure you shouldn't worry. So I was obviously the way they phrase it. Half of it you can read at the party, and the other half you can't. So, what I need to do is work out where the entrance is. The entrance is here. So here we go. Let's give you a nice map.
Over this journey, can Rannick get someone to take a look at this trident and see if it's anything special?
Yeah, sure. Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, can someone take a look at this trident and see if it's anything special?
Sure, when I'm not in the kitchen making a coffee.
All right. Stunty, while Reedy's in the kitchen, can you take a look at this?
Yeah, it's a trident.
Thanks for that.
Oh, you failed. Yeah.
I've got a bit out already. And notice it's a spear with 3 bits at top. That's called a trident. I knew that.
Yeah, I know you'd get the point, but
Very funny, you.
You're on fire tonight. All right, let's have a look for you. There you go.
It is an accurate, vicious trident.
It's an accurate and vicious one. There you go.
Oh, that's both good and bad, that is.
Yes.
If you hit with a rage, you must make a vigor roll, be shaken, but you get +4 damage.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, well, I didn't take the Vigor D10, but never mind. It'll be good.
He saw the trident and he saw that it was good.
And while I'm not going to change what my quarry is this time, I've just realised a really cool thing I can do, so I'm going to. I can take quarry Dungeons and Dragons.
What?
Well, I can take quarry, and Dungeons as the terrain, and Dragons as the foe that I have as my quarry. I can take Dungeons and Dragons as my quarry.
Oh.
Has to be done.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, no. I've just lost what I was doing there. I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, that's why. And then I have to do that. We wait a bit, and then we wait a bit more, and then we wait a bit more, and there we go. And then I can share the map with you lot, can't I? And Dondred should be there. Let's share the map as you. Okay. Sorry, let's get this straight. The entrance. Constant flurries of wind-borne snow and frost lash at the gaping hole in the side of Hook Mountain here. Smoke pours forth from the cave entrance, only to be instantly dispersed by the wind.
Do we have a new map?
You certainly do. And I'm not entirely sure why it's doing that, so I'm going to do that. There we go.
yay!
Oh, and ogres. I hate ogres.
Not too keen on them myself.
Okay, can I have a notice check, please? Okay, Dodred, you don't notice anything. Everything else, there's quite a lot of ogres down there.
Yeah, I'm looking for the water cannon, so...
Also, you happen to notice that near the entrance, there's a... This whole area is very much covered in snow, although the map doesn't imply it. Near the entrance, there's quite a noticeable area of sort of snow that is stained red with what you assume was blood.
we've noticed the ogres. Have the ogres noticed us?
We're on top of a ledge looking down.
Okay.
Looking back over my ogre.
That's
I
awful.
mean, could
That's
Jelsa
really
get
awful.
down
And
on
you're
it?
probably going to get me
on
a
a
copyright
tunnel
strike, but anyway.
and sneak over the edge and peek over the edge to get a better look?
Yeah, they notice you. Actually, fact, that's the thing I would say. Yeah, these are as you know, as you peek over the edge, Jelsa. The other thing you notice is you've never seen ogres so keenly, actively being alert. If that makes sense, you know, standing outside guarding a cave entrance, you'd expect them to not be really paying any attention. This lot are very awake, and basically as you stick your head over the side and look down, Jelsa. Unfortunately, that ogre just happens to notice that shock of pink hair and goes, "Oh!"
Oh, I'm gonna roll backwards. Oh, I think they saw me.
Ah, Dondred.
Bugger.
Somebody carrying some weirdo talisman that they know that we're coming. Because it's like they were prepared.
Maybe
I don't know if this. I don't know if this is going to kick off or not.
Maybe they had scouts watching Fort Rannoch. They knew we took it back.
Let's clear.
Interesting.
Let's target everybody.
That's really interesting. Okay. That's quite scary, really. I love the way it doesn't actually imply it in any way, shape, or form until you actually get to the further down the description and going, if the players want to get any help here, they certainly can.
Really? That's great.
But that means backing away and going back down the mountain and back down.
Well, that seems to be an excessively long way out of our way.
It does say, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to have to carry this, cast this with extra range as well.
Go for it.
Yeah, so we're going to cast Bless out, so it's going to have to be double range in it to get everybody in, because otherwise they're all further than smarts. Yeah, let's cast Bless on everybody. Just right, okay.
Oh no! Only costs you 1 power point, fortunately. Hang on, water doesn't matter, so that's okay. Rannick. Dondred starts
my last 3 spells have only cost me 1 power point.
Dondred starts muttering something and then suddenly clutches his head out and cries out in pain and agony.
How steep is this rise here?
Do you know, I was just wondering that myself. Entrance. I think it just counts as difficult terrain.
Okay. It's difficult terrain.
It's a slope. Obviously not for you, because you're a blimmin' ranger.
Yeah. In which case, Rannick is going to move to the top there, since the ogres seem to be aware of us already. I will pick up improved first strike. And we'll then... who should we go? We'll go for that one. And I'm going to try and intimidate an ogre once I've found improved first strike, which is a veteran one, isn't it?
Oh, effectiveness is getting quite long with every monster in the bestiary in there now.
Now that's improved counterattack. I want improved first strike.
I need not to take this off.
I'm going to have to give Dondred a penny for some good role playing there.
Good for that.
Did you find it?
No, I can't find it. But I'm going to take improved first strike for 5 rounds. If you will.
Interesting. Did you not key it in?
Maybe I didn't. I can't even find first strike at the moment, but I know it was there because I did it earlier. Maybe it's novice and not seasoned, and I'm looking in the wrong place. Yeah, first strike is apparently novice, which is why I couldn't find it because I was looking in the wrong place.
Of course, you gave them funky names, haven't you? That's why
I call them, yeah. So I will take improved first strike.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to yell down, because they've already seen us anyway, so let's not bother with stealth, at that ogre there, Krieg Ogre number... No, Krieg Ogre, he seems to be mostly the closest. So, right, you buggers. We killed all your mates in Fort Rannoch and we've come here for you. Bugger off now and you won't have to die.
Oh, if I just typed anything weird, I'm sorry. I dropped my keyboard and caught it.
Double whammy. He's distracted and vulnerable.
And I've just turned into a robin. Apparently.
That's what happens apparently when I drop my keyboard. I'm sorry.
Right, turns into a robin. This makes the ogre both distracted and vulnerable.
And scared because now comes Batman.
I'm very confused. I'm just going to give everyone bennies because I'm very confused. Okay, Krieg Ogre yells out in shock and horror and goes, I'm going for help, and starts running back towards the cave.
I'm really scared of robins.
Okay, let me see.
Oh, God. My eyes are watering.
My range is my smarts. I'm checking range here. Oh, this one's right down here in my face. Not good.
Why did Krieg Ogre 2 move?
Just now.
Yeah, he should. Why did he move? He shouldn't have moved.
Yeah, so I'm checking range.
Which one did you? Oh, it's because I ungrouped him.
Ah.
That's really weird. That bug. It's really surreal. That whole the splats don't move and everything. What I don't know what it is. It's just causing. It's like basically I ungrouped Krieg Ogre from Krieg Ogre 2, and it caused Krieg Ogre to jump halfway up the map. Krieg Ogre 2 to jump halfway up the map, which is really weird.
Can I move down this slope a few steps without falling on my face, or do I need to climb?
It's difficult terrain, so each square down that slope will count as 2 inches.
Like this far, which is little, well, about half my move. Clear that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then my range. Okay, my range is 10.
The other ogres seem to be much less dressed and basically a lot more feral, and they just seem to be salivating and getting ready to come charging towards you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to plant it here, and I can only get these 2.
Okie dokie. And let's clear you out of there. Get that out of the way because it always causes no end of grief. I'll pop it over there in case you want it again.
Okay, they're both distracted. And they have to make their strength check to not get blown back.
Come on, shortcut, open up, thank you. Distracted by Havoc, then I can move that out of the way because that will tell me what's going on. So then it's a strength check or not be moved 2d6 inches. He certainly made it. He did not. And it was there. So it's going to be 2d6 inches, which will be... Go on, roll that. Roll your 2d6.
Stop it! Oh, shush! JJ!
He just misses that other ogre as he gets blown all the way over there.
And now I'm out here exposed, so you guys help!
Next will be Arena.
Okay. Still a little bit changing, and I'm sorry about the dog. She's
Oh,
just
hang on,
gone on
hang on.
map.
Look at mountain. I've probably got. Oh, mountain approach. There we go.
Let's try for the raise on this. Oh well, I don't get the raise. Never mind. I will spend the 12 power points so that it is the longer lasting version.
What you turning yourself into this time?
An adult white dragon. Are you laughing or weeping?
Weeping.
Okay.
Adult white dragon. Okay, and an adult white dragon is. Oh, interesting. No size. Why does an adult white dragon not have a size rating? It certainly should have one.
The size.
Size 4. It's a bug. It's a bug. It's a bug in a white dragon. I found a white dragon bug.
You should probably get them some sort of flea powder for that.
Okie dokie. It's size 4. It's 15 feet long. Yeah, they weigh about 2 tons. Okay. Assets. Tokens. White dragon. I've got so many tokens. It comes in so handy at this point. Do I make you an official white dragon, or should I make you an interesting white dragon? I should make you an interesting white dragon, and then I should do it again in a minute when I remember.
Because that was a teeny little dragon.
Size is 2. Let's try that again.
Thank you. Oh, that's pretty. That is. I like that.
That's good old Devin Knight. That's from his Wind Fiends tokens, Dragon White. Oh, actually, no, that's from his Foes and North tokens, White Dragon number 3.
I've got the ground pace here, but I don't have the flying pace.
24, I suspect, because you're a dragon. Shape change to an adult dragon. Did you pay the extra for the extra long usage, or is it only lasting 5 rounds?
Yeah, I paid the extra for the extra long usage.
So it's going to last for 50 rounds. You're a white dragon.
Yes, and
to give you the stats.
Yeah, while you're a white dragon, you should probably also put the dodge and quick edges on you, so that you get them as well, and arcane resistance.
I think he's
+2. A dodge. Or dodge. Arcane resistance, which is there. Let's put that one in as well.
But quick is redrawing cards that are lower than a 6. And you get improved frenzy as well.
Yeah, they're all on.
Yeah, they don't work in the effect. You'll just have to remind me to deal you your cards for quick. It's easier that way, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, I'd like to jump down and breath weapon some things.
Well, you can fly up to 24 inches, so...
You can't breath weapon turn your shape change, because it takes a whole round to breathe.
Yeah.
Can I intimidate?
You cause fear with a -2 penalty anyway.
So
well, in that case...
Just fly...
case, let's do... this... Hang on. I'm aiming to stop at 24, but it's not quite working. About there-ish. And hopefully scare the living crap out of all the ones I'm flying over/near. And I'll do something more vicious next turn.
That was not, alas. That was not, alas. Oh, what happened there? Let's try that again. That, alas, was not a critical failure. Therefore, it is not a terror check I have to roll. which is an extra they automatically
Actually,
pay.
yeah, that would be a critical failure, wouldn't it?
No, because I rolled a 1 and then I rolled a 4.
Ah.
Oh, I missed the 4. I didn't see that.
Yeah, it did. For some reason, it didn't show up, but I rolled a 1 and then a 4. Oh, look, that Savage Ogre's... Oh, that Savage Ogre's made of stern stuff.
Is he called Hagrid?
Probably. Dragon steak, he shouts. Spirit. Oh, another 1. Let's see what we get this time. Oh, that was nearly a crit fail. It was on a 1 until the very last second and it turned. Right, this might take a while because they can all see it now. He fails. Savage Ogre number 4, -2. Oh, I've got a function shortcut I'll program for this. That'll make my life easier. That's another failure. Savage Ogre number 3, F2, Spirit. That's another failure. Krieg Ogre's already distracted, so this could get interesting. Whoops, F1. Spirit. He fails.
Excuse me.
Trait roll was an or
F1, Spirit. He fails. That one, F1, Spirit. He fails. That one, F1, Spirit. Fails. Okay.
I'm just doing this to see what size one is on this map. Okay.
your damage field catches 3 of them as well.
Really?
It's got 2d4 damage field.
No, you've got to be adjacent. Flying over him doesn't do that.
So, because of the height.
Yeah.
Oh, well, at least they can't attack you then if you're still
If
flying.
you consider right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
If you consider right now, you are 5. Assuming you flew off the ledge, you're 5 squares above them. So you're basically 5 inches above the ground.
Yeah.
Right then.
Probably wanted to go down a little below the edge of the ledge, but maybe half the distance. But I'm still up too high for my effects to affect them or for them
Okay,
to
so
hit
4
me.
inches above the ground or 3 inches above the ground? So 4 inches would be 3 inches would be 18 feet. 4 inches would be 24 feet.
18 feet seems reasonable considering
Okay.
my size.
18 feet above the ground, and I think I haven't done Savage Ogre number 10 yet. That's smart, which doesn't matter, so we'll try that. Oh, I think he's made it. He's made it. And last but not least is Savage Ogre. He's done it right. There we go. That's all of that done. So you can end your turn.
I'll just find the combat tracker. I know it's here somewhere.
That's okay. I can move it on if you want. It's not a problem. I just
Yeah,
don't.
please.
I don't want to end your turn and then you end your turn. You know what I mean? Because then it causes all sorts of interestingness. Okay, Krieg Ogre has already acted this turn because he's already run. Krieg Ogre number 2. Right, let's see what they've got equipment-wise. Krieg Ogre number 2. Oh, crud, I've got Krieg Ogre number 2. Let's have a look-see. So, okay.
I just remembered something.
A javelin fails to hit Jelsa. Okay. 2. Right. 2. It's 4. 4. 6.
A PowerPoint advance is an extra 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's the
Hey,
right amount.
Savage Ogre scramble! It's scrambling up the street. Oi! Fish! Be quiet, Siri. the Savage Ogre scrambles up the street slope and to possibly to get away from the dragon, and also basically from being out of breath from fear, fails to hit Jelsa. Okay. Savage Ogre. Let's have a look at the Savage Ogres. Oh, yeah, okay. This Savage Ogre. Oh no, he's not the one who. He's literally just going to start moving this way. This Savage Ogre is here. He cries out in shock and horror and throws a javelin at the dragon as it flies overhead. Missing. You see, that's what I love about the range thing. Because you're 4 inches, because you're 3 inches up, it adds it on, so it calculates the range.
That is awesome.
Okay, Savage Ogre number 4 is also going to throw a javelin at you. I'm going to have to make a note of that. Javelin used. It would be very unfair to throw more than one javelin at you, wouldn't it?
Unless you pick one up, yeah.
Okay, so this Savage Ogre is going to run, because he's a Savage Ogre. He gets to the base of the cliff and won't get any further. It's a difficult terrain. Savage Ogre number 6. He will throw a javelin at you as you fly overhead. Missing because of your dodge. This ogre over here, he also will get a 13, so 8 inches gets him to there. That's 11 inches. That gets him to there. He is in range, so he flails at Jelsa. Missing.
I just love the fact that Jelsa's got area effect weapons.
10. Oh, hang on. This is the guy who wants dragon steaks for dinner.
Ah.
But he's so eager to hit you, he fails to hit you with his javelin. Okay, that's another run dice from this guy, who's going to get 11 inches, which half will be 5.5. There. He clambers up the scree slope, and Bert, when the combat tracker moves on. Oh no, this guy first, sorry. 6, 8, that'd be 2 inches to get to there, that'd be 4 inches, so that's his lot. And now it's Bert.
Okay, Bert is going to step forward to about here and turn into a tendriculus.
I don't know if I got the artwork for a tendriculus. Okay, let's have a look.
Is it a ridiculous thing to... No, I can't even say that.
I do have a tendriculus because, of course, there was one in the adventure, wasn't there?
Whoa.
Of course. So no bonus, but now I'm a size 4 creature, standing about 20 feet tall and weighing about 3,500 pounds.
Okay, so your space is now 2, and you are now a tendriculus.
All I can say is lucky for you.
Sorry,
That's
reach 2, you said, didn't you?
By the way, I can't actually do this, but because it's a bug in another piece of software. But I was looking at leveling up clerics, and I thought for a second I had the power of baneful polymorph. And I was going to shape change them all into bunny rabbits.
Baleful polymorph, I do believe, is a power you can learn.
You know someone who can do that though. Irina can do that.
What, on multiple targets?
It's a touch attack, but you can touch them over and turn them into a rabbit by casting shape change on them.
I don't fancy touching all of them up. I'd rather, like...
Yeah, baleful polymorph is actually a form of polymorph, isn't it?
Yeah, it's shape change. It's shape change with the super boosty doofer.
No, that's super beastie doofer.
Don't forget when you're picking your powers. Don't forget the Pathfinder for Savage Worlds arcade conversions list. There are some interesting powers in there, like implosion.
Yeah. Oh, you don't even need to touch them. So it's shape change and 3 extra power points. You can do it at the range of smarts and turn them into a body rabbit.
If you've
But
got,
when I
if you can cast arcane spells and have the ability and have the greater bolt power modifier, which I think Arena does, for 7
good.
power points you can cast Implosion. Cause a destructive resonance in the creature's body. The creature's incapacitated. If the creature's incapacitated, it must make a vigor roll or implode on itself.
Cool.
Implosion causes 46 damage, 5d6 with a raise, and is considered a heavy weapon. So basically, you hit them with a greater bolt power damage, and then if it incapacitates them, they implode, which then means they're now an area of effect bomb. Does cost 7 power points to cast, but
Well, the one I'm using now cost me 12.
Yep. Okay.
You'd need bolt, which you don't.
Are you doing anything else now? You're a Tendriculus.
No, I didn't do the multi-action, so
Okay.
I don't need to do that.
Brings us to Schnutz.
Can I even walk? Or are you stuck on the spot now?
Oh no, I've got a pace of 5.
Oh, cool.
Tendriculus is a very... Now that's loyalty. The cat wants to come near you after you turn yourself into a giant mutant plant.
Well, because he figures it's safer there than anywhere else.
And he can sharpen his claws on the trunk.
You know what it is? Bert's Tendriculus is giant mutant catnip.
Ha ha! Brannick!
You could say that was a terrific ability, but in this case it's more of a Triffid ability.
Mm.
Look, you've all got you've got enough pennies to last you the week, so.
Well, let's just boost my power points again, and I will boost my fighting by 2 die types, because why not?
Well, why not?
But yeah, this one's set to 1 turn, so if you could set it to 5 for me, please, I would appreciate that.
Did he send me an updated version of the module?
I can do that next week. And then Rannick is going to move over to there. And yell at Savage Ogre number 7. Oi, ugly! Pick on someone your own size, why don't you? And whack him with a spear.
Okie dokie. That's it with a raise.
Right, so 5 inches. Wouldn't catch him. It's only going to catch mostly allies. Let's not release the power of the spear then.
That's your power of your spear, is it? That's a bit louder than I meant it to be, and I couldn't remember what it sounded like, so it doesn't work. I'm going to have to find some. Okay, 4 wounds.
Yeah.
You don't think that's a little excessive?
No, not really. That spear. He was going. He went for Jelsa, so he got a spear right to his throat. He did.
He did. He's bleeding.
And he can pick.
We don't really care.
And the rest of them can pick on some bugger their own size. Thank you very much.
I don't think he heard you. He's too busy dying.
Well, maybe one of the others did, and they'll come for me instead of Sparkle Tits there.
Hmm.
He can stop right there, and I'm going to hit him. Because I've got improved first strike, and he just got into range. No. Thank you. Well, that's a bugger, isn't it?
Oh, dear me. Okay, well, I'm afraid, obviously, what happens there is you slide down the scree slope.
Stumblefoot's back again!
Stumblefoot is back! You slide down the scree slope and find yourself prone.
Do I get me free reroll?
No, you do not. I'm going to basically rend Jelsa with a hit with a raise with an ogre hook.
That's rude.
There you go. 3 wounds upon Jelsa as the viciously sharp rending tool, as the viciously sharp ogre hook hits her, catches her flesh and starts pulling it away as he withdraws the blade.
Oh, I guess one is all I'm going to be able to take.
Okie dokie. That means I need to hit that to find you. That means you've taken 2 wounds and you are bleeding. You got wounded by a rending weapon, I'm afraid to say. Ogre! Savage Ogre! Where's the Savage Ogre's right next to Jelsa, so this is a great flail coming into Jelsa as she's reeling from the previous attack. Fortunately, she is able to evade the heavy flail even while grasping her side in pain.
Right, well, before he gets there, I've got improved first strike, so when he gets to there, I'm going to hit him.
Go on then. Doesn't matter, you hit him anyway, he keeps running. You kill him,
Well,
you kill him. If you kill him, you kill him.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Oh, well. Got me a PowerPoint back anyway.
Okay. The great flail smashes down into your prone torso. Doing... That's ridiculous. 17 points of damage and you're shaken.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, really. Okay! This Savage Ogre has already used his flail, so he's not much he could do. He's just going to run away from this scary dragon. So there.
Oh.
This Savage Ogre is going to do the same thing. It's like, oh my god, there's a dragon! Because it's flying and they can't do anything about it. This ogre just swings his great flail into Rannick without having to move, I'm afraid to say, and misses.
That's all right.
Oh, I forgot all about that spreadsheet. I'm going to have to go back and see what's happened. Okay, this one's going to run over here. This one here is going to clamber up to the top of the slope. 4 inches to get to there. What's his pace? They've got a running pace of 7, so that's 3 more inches as he moves along the top of the slope to go to there. I've just realised that's on. Let's turn it off because that means I can free movement. Savage Ogre number 10 is going to do the same thing. It's going to take him all of his movement to get almost to the top of the slope. And then it's Tendriculus, Bert.
Okay. Tendriculus Bird is going to step to here and use my tentacles to grab Savage Ogre 0 and 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
My first tentacle. Binds him.
Okay.
And does
Kills him.
3 wounds.
I'm not going to worry about binding him. You just snap his neck. you just tentacles just wrap around the ogre's neck and just
And
pull
the
his
second
pull his
one.
head off, clean off.
You know what? Let's Benny that. There we go. Is he going to try and soak that?
He should have done, but I forgot. So let's try that now.
Like a disturbed child with a Barbie doll pulling limbs off.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, but you still bound him though, didn't you?
I did still bound him.
That is so grammatically incorrect, but absolutely correct in the terminology of this game. Okay, Stux. I think a pounce might be coming on.
Yeah, I think Schnooks is... Rannick, you're on the ground again, aren't you? It's a heavy
Moment, yeah.
sigh. Yeah. gonna come down here and pounce on number 5.
Go for it.
And pounce on number 5.
What was the beginning of that, David?
Go there and pounce on number 5.
I'm intrigued to know why, but it's too late now.
Yeah, it is too late now.
Ooh, it couldn't be a sweep because you'd hit the Tendriculus.
Yeah, but Tendriculus have fast regeneration.
So you wanted to sweep.
Let's spend one of his bennies to re-roll one of those.
Okay, yes, he has a Benny, so yeah, go for it.
Presumably not the critical failure.
Well, that was damage.
Oh, damage. That's all right then.
Okay.
So, okay, we'll go with the shaken.
He's shaken. Hang on. It's not doing the +2 anymore, is it?
Was?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, it was on there.
Oh, yes, it was on there. That's fine. Okay, that brings us to Jelsa, who is not shaken.
Shaken, but I'm still kind of badly injured for me.
And you're bleeding.
And I'm bleeding.
Yes, you're bleeding. You're not bleeding out.
I'm gonna move.
Doing that.
I'm gonna move sideways here toward between Rannick and the Tendriculus.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use a healing potion. It's just 150 gold point one, so I think that's what, 1 wound.
Just a minor healing potion was that?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. Okay, a minor healing. Minor healing potion. So you heal 1 wound and it stops you bleeding.
Okay, and that would be all I can do this round.
Okay, that brings us to Don of the Drad.
Yeah, Don Drad is
Oh, me.
it's close to there.
Okay.
Multi-action. We'll cast healing on Jelsa.
Okay.
Wow, nice casting.
I think Jelsa's feeling better.
It's the shame that the best you can ever do with that is a 2 wounds.
And then for my second action, I will use a wand of speed on myself.
Oh, okay. A arcane roll or a smarts roll. Your choice.
Well, I don't have arcane. So I can't roll faith then.
Yeah,
You're saying.
That's your arcane background, isn't it?
Right. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Jiminy. I've only just seen your comment about a fight. Ouch.
I need with yes.
I see why Gorham's upset. Okay, right. I'll put a wand away then.
Distracted me. Okay, for Krieg Ogre. He's the one who's running for help, isn't he? He's running inside the cave for help to bring reinforcements. Which means I need to do that and then do that.
It's all right. If he brings them all out here into a nice open space where we've got breath weapons and Tendriculuses, it's fine.
Wouldn't that be Tendriculi?
Well, I've only got one, I suppose, but we've got a Tendriculus.
Irina the Dragon.
I will come around to about there.
Okay, are you maintaining your height?
No, I'm going to land and breathe.
Okay, you're going to turn to their land, which brings you down to 0 squares above the ground. Then breathe.
Yeah,
Look at that. Sorry,
it won't be.
To do that.
Private. How about that?
Looks good to me.
Alrighty. Why is that not doing it? Oh, the dragon you've given me, I can't roll its actual stat.
No.
If you do your athletics, it will roll its athletics.
Yeah, but I don't have a breath weapon to roll. Shall I just roll a d8?
It's athletics.
You roll.
Oh, it is athletics.
Breath weapons is athletics.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I just gave you that for it so you can sort of get an idea of your stats and stuff. Yeah. Don't worry, it's going to treat it as a pose. But a 6 hits, so breath weapon. You breathe. That. I'll roll the damage because they do get to evade, don't they?
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Sorry.
Well,
I mean,
it's rather weird that we rolled the same.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll take the. I'll put the 33 on the first one. I'll take your 11 and put it on the second one. I'll let you roll for the third one.
Okie dokie.
I didn't think it would let you roll the damage, but it obviously did. So that's not.
So it's not letting me roll the damage. I'm just rolling 4d6.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so they get a chance to evade a breath weapon, but I'll put the damage on just in case they fail. Which makes life easier. So he takes 11 points of damage and is shaken. Okay, this one fails and takes 14 points of damage and is shaken. And the last one, this is the one you don't want to make it. And he fails and takes 33 points of damage and basically turns into a popsicle that instantly shatters.
So all three of them gone?
The one absolutely closest to you just shattered into a million fragments. The others are shaken.
Okay, that's fine.
And that, I believe, is a logical place to end it, given the time and everything. We shall end it there. So if you've got bennies and you want to spend them, now's the time to do so.
Yes, please. Let's see. I'll do that. 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 Oh, hey, why not that? There we go.
So that implosion power, I don't
look it up on your Twitch channel.
Give your last 3 to Bert so Bert can get his back.
Sure.
Yeah, I was going to say that implosion power, nobody can take it.
Why?
Because it's a cleric spell of a domain that doesn't exist, that nobody has.
Is it really? No way.
Yeah. You have to be a cleric of death. So I thought, ooh, that'd be interesting. I'll look it up. But alas, no, not allowed.
Wizards can take it.
Is it?
It's from the School of Evocations, and wizards and sorcerers can take it.
Hey,
so how do you read it? Do you not go on?
Wizards.
Sorry, I was reading it off. Off the book.
Magic users can take it. Magic users, wizards, and sorcerers can take it.
Hang on, wait a minute.
Evocation.
Let's look into another one.
Implosion is a really nasty bolt.
Yeah, it's bolt with disintegrate attached to it.
Yeah.
Disintegrate. Awesome.
Indeed. Well, we shall leave it there, I think. It's an interesting place to leave it as you're storming the Hook Mountain area. But
we'll see that. See that in the reference manual, you've got it on. You've got an entry for spell lists, but the spell list doesn't say wizard in it. It just says cleric brackets death destruction of the sun. So I don't know if it's a misprint or I've read the wrong thing. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Okay, I see what you mean. I didn't realise. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, if they're adding him to specific spell lists, then yeah, sorry, you can't take it. Yeah.
But you can cast bolt with disintegration.
But the question is,
so call it something else.
Yeah.
But the question is, does the reference manual not agree?
No. If there's a spell list there, then that's what it says. I was just looking at the actual power. The powers
Right, okay,
broad
yeah.
enough to cover illustrated battlefield, so on powers, phase spells. As you often see with my Storm and Melted Stone, it's often more than one way to achieve the desired effect. I mean, let's face it, this was a freebie that's a Kickstarter exclusive, isn't it? And there is no real documentation, so it's just been it's there.
It's basically there as a here is how you can make some classic Pathfinder powers.
Spells. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they put them in specifics, there's no explanation anywhere on how the powers actually were usable. We only know that you actually have to have the ability. You actually need to be able to cast in.
It's a cleric. It's a cleric thing. I have a very, very strict list of spells I can have.
No, I take it back
Because
it does
because it
show
has
you.
to be.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, spell lists. The spell lists show. Yeah, so the spell lists do decide. So yeah, only clerics of sun and destruction can take implosion.
Because I'm a cleric of war, I can only take warlike powers.
Yeah, only clerics can take implosion as long as they have death, destruction, or sun as their not their scores. What the domains? They're called domains, aren't they? But anyway, we shall leave it there for this week. There we go. We should leave it there for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. And